are
manage
in emergencies.
Yeah, he's gonna manage emergencies in Chicago. Chicago.
This seems like, but what about the emergencies though? What about the people in the emergencies? Does he care?
He's
Wait,
supposed
Chase,
to.
he's going to Chirac?
Chirac?
Jesus.
Is that what people call Chicago nowadays?
You know, people like every day there's like fucking 30 shootings in
Yeah,
Chicago. Yeah, that's what they call it, Chirac.
but he said. I mean, I
He wants to die.
I mean, I feel like he doesn't. He wouldn't care about going somewhere where there's shootings all the time anymore. Considering, I don't know, he's been to actual Iraq, not just bootleg Iraq.
Yeah,
I feel like Chirac is worse though.
yeah, not like Game Grumps tier Iraq. He's
Yeah.
talking about like
You know, like Game Grumps Iraq.
What the fuck does that even mean? What? What are you talking about? What the fuck is that? What is Game Grumps Iraq? What?
Well, you see, two best friends play is like actual Iraq because they had like an actual falling out.
And then you got Game Grumps Iraq.
Exactly. Exactly what I think
it
it means.
He said he got the job from like one of his old buddies that he used to work with, and they said he's gonna be getting like $90 an hour.
That's
Shit.
super good.
Yeah, it's like hazard pay, cause like
Yeah,
he's gonna be getting shot at like every day.
Being
he's
shot
not
at.
gonna be shot at. He's just gonna be managing emergencies. Like
Like
if there's a disaster, if there's a disaster that comes up.
You know,
Like a shooting.
Shootings aren't disasters.
yeah, that's
Now, are we talking like natural disasters,
Yeah.
like a flood or?
like natural disasters.
you know, for all of my military members out there, and for any of you who ever decide if you want to join, and you decide that you really enjoyed your first 4 years of torture.
Life.
Yeah, exactly. If you're in a combat zone where you are receiving hazard pay and you re-up for another 4 years, you get to keep all of your enlistment bonus because then they don't charge taxes on it because everything you make while you're in a a combat zone you get tax free. So you can so if you re-up, you get your entire re-enlistment bonus and not just like a portion of it because Big Navy said fuck you. So I'm just saying.
That's pretty huge.
It is pretty big, and
Pretty big.
that's why people on submarines would like always re-up underwater and not re-up like on land because you can't get paid. You're not getting paid hazard pay
Damn.
on land. But if you're under the water, there's always a chance.
Thanks for this TED Talk tip.
Yeah, I got.
Calling Chicago Chirac is now an insult to Iraq. More than 70 people were shot this past weekend with 12 dead. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well let's not laugh at that part. We'll let that sit for a minute.
Jesus.
And now we laugh.
Yeah, now we can laugh at it. Now that a little bit has passed, now it's funny.
Speaking of that, have you guys seen Flaming Hot Mountain Dew?
Not seen Flaming Hot Mountain
What?
Dew.
Dude, is it actually spicy?
You have. I don't know. It's not out yet. It drops soon, according to the website.
It dropped.
Yo, where can I get some?
Drops.
MountainDew.com.
What? You can't buy it in stores?
No, you have to order it online.
How much?
I don't know.
How
It's,
much?
I think like $12 for a 6-pack of Flaming
I'll be
Hot
able to-
Mountain Dew.
I'll be able to buy us all a Flaming Hot Mountain Dew.
I can't wait to get a Flaming Hot Mountain Dew.
I actually want to try it because I like spicy drinks.
It sounds so
It
bad.
sounds
though.
bad, but that just gives you the reason to try it.
Yeah, that's how you know it'll be better.
Yeah, you have to do it. Like you just have to do it for the bit.
Where is the spicy? I don't see the spicy.
Yeah, what's the Scoville? Actually, what's the pepper?
So,
Where's it on the
What?
website?
you gotta go to Dew Drinks, then it's coming soon. If you put in your zip code, you can see if they'll ship it to
I
you.
thought
Oh.
you were just gonna stop it. I thought you were just gonna stop it. You gotta go to Dew Drinks. It says
Dew
it's cum.
Drinks.
It says it's cum.
It says it's cool.
It says it's cum. That's the
Starting
spicy ingredient.
8:31.
Uh, Spicy Mountain Dew. Let's see. What'd you say it was? Is it on mountaindew.com?
I posted the
Oh,
link.
did you? I didn't. I was gonna go
Uh,
to fucking Google and just
Okay,
search
it's
it
on
up.
the 31st. I gotta buy it on the 31st.
At the Dew store.
If you want to buy it, right? I mean, you don't have to.
No, he
I
does.
do.
He actually does.
I do.
Mountain Dew
I get
created
it.
the first ever
I
beverage
do,
combining the sweet
dude.
citrus flavor of Dew with the spicy kick-up flavor of Flamin' Hot for the most extreme taste experience
What?
yet. Enjoy this exclusive Dew while supplies last. Limit 2 cases per order. They're
Oh,
afraid people are
Set
gonna
a
fucking
reminder
scalp
Yeah, because
For
people are
Dew.
gonna scalp
30th.
the Dew.
that
Yeah, I'll
doesn't
be able to
matter.
resell it for like $500.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can drink one and then sell the other 5 separately for 500.
Yeah, and
each.
just make my money back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Huge.
I just want to know what, because I guess if they're just putting in like the fucking Cheetos spice, I don't
They're
like
just
what
putting
even
in
is
Cheetos
it?
dust.
Yeah.
They're just putting Cheeto dust in there.
They're just blending it together and putting it in a can.
Hot Cheetos has capsaicin and chili powder. Is that really it? Just
Yep.
what? That's it? They're just
And
putting.
that's all that's in this can.
That's all that's in this can is water, capsaicin, and chili powder.
Hey, I think that they'd have more than just water.
All that's in this Mountain Dew can is water.
Wow.
Dude, imagine if they sold something that's like Mountain Dew water.
That's
And people
actually
bought it.
actually the most healthy Mountain Dew they've ever made.
Why don't companies do that? Just put your name on a water bottle and then sell it.
Well, I'm glad you asked.
You
Chase,
have the answer.
I had a good idea for a
It's
restaurant.
on Monday.
Does anyone want to open a pho restaurant with me? We just call it Fuck It.
I think
Fuck
they've already
it.
done that.
Okay.
Is there a pho restaurant just called Fuck It?
I feel like there is, but if there's not,
All right,
then
let's
that's
live on
totally-
stream look up Fuck It
That's totally $1 billion idea.
pho
Just saying.
restaurant.
Fuck it.
I just like cuz I love
No,
I just
no,
thought about
fuck it,
that and I was like
fuck it.
I would love if there was
And
a
then-
restaurant just called Fuck It.
So it's like fuck it, and then you have like a giant pho, like you have one of those challenges for your
Mhm.
restaurant, and it's just a giant bucket with pho in it, and it's called the fuck it bucket.
Exactly. That would be so fucking good.
And then
You
they're like you'll have a T-shirt that just says like, "Can you kick the bucket?" or
Can you
or
fuck it?
Can you finish? Can you fuck it, or will you kick the bucket? Oh, there you go. And then you could say like, "I fucked it."
If someone manages to eat the whole bucket or whatever,
They get fucked.
they get a T-shirt that says, "I
I
ate
got
a whole fucking I ate a whole fuck it bucket, and all I got was this shitty T-shirt."
Or they could be like, "I got fucked."
I got
I got
fucked.
fucked.
You know, I'm looking at all these like pho restaurants, and I mean, I'm seeing names like Kura Tong Tong, Jetami, Filling Station. Fuck it. Oh damn it! This is a meat restaurant. This is like an actual steak restaurant though. So I mean, that's not the same. That one's spelled like actual fuck it, like a bucket. I want fuck it.
Fuck it.
Indochine waterfront restaurant, and all the pictures they have all the lights off.
That's how you know they're good.
So you know they're good. They don't want to show you the food. You got to come in for the first time and get that raw experience firsthand. Why? And then more on Chef Tan. Yeah, I'm not seeing it, Chase. I think this is our get rich quick.
I think this is an
scheme.
original idea.
Look, I'm just saying, nobody else has done it. So as in terms of like original when it comes to like the legal system, technically, first one to do it means I'm original.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's it. Before anyone else on stream can go patent the idea, I'm gonna make sure to get the intellectual property
Plug.
so that one day in like the far future I can actually make the fuck it restaurant.
The fuck it bucket. You're gonna live on stream get the patent right
Mhm.
now.
I don't know. Can I do that?
I mean, it's gonna take a minute. I
Ah,
mean, most people like don't get their patents until like years later. I'm
oh,
sure.
son of a fucking bitch.
Yeah, you can't just like
Ah.
immediately get a patent. Sadly,
What the fuck what do they need from me? Besides my
uh,
idea.
they need your firstborn child. They
Mm.
need 12 liters of flaming hot Mountain Dew.
That second one, that's a prerequisite. I have that every single time I walk into the DMV.
Yeah, the DMV is where you get all your patents.
You tell me you don't? Your
I've
patents?
never gotten a patent.
I've also never gotten a patent. I've also
Uh,
only ever been to like 6 DMVs, so
yeah,
I wouldn't know how the actual DMV process goes. I just cheated.
I cheated. That sounds like somebody from Texas.
Exactly. I just go to a different fucking county. So I'm not waiting in the DMV here. We're gonna go to the smallest DMV in Texas and like wherever the fuck that place. What the name of it? It's super small. The DMV is like the size of your room, Chase.
Whoa, that's a pretty small room.
It was fucking extremely small.
I remember going to a DMV that size.
Yeah, and there was one person in there but sitting behind like the tiniest desk on like a folding chair, and I was like, man, you got a shit job.
That's adorable.
But it was good because he didn't have chairs or desks for anybody else, so it was really a power play that you had to stay in the entire time.
Yeah. And then he's like, please take a number. And then like you're the only one there. And then like you just stand there for a second. He's all like, all right, number 72. And
Yeah.
then you look at your thing, it says 71. or or
That would be good. I would love that. Oh, it's itchy. All right, I'm ready to start if you guys are.
I'm
Yeah,
good.
ready.
I'm good. I've got new tea.
New tea.
New tea.
I didn't realize new tea dropped, Chase. What's in new tea?
I heard somebody play a fart meme. I heard it. Don't think I did. I heard
you-
somebody play the video of like the or like or whatever. I
What
can't
the fuck are you
recreate
talking
the sound.
about?
Shut up.
Chase, nobody played anything.
No, I heard it. Nobody, you guys just didn't hear it.
Well, then nobody played it.
Shut up. All right, game.
Maybe I don't want to. Cause you're bad mouthing me, Chase. Hold on, I gotta make sure I have everything open that I need to open. I didn't open everything. I still have the picture of Phenomenaga open. I gotta close that. I guess I can put it on stream for a second so that they can appreciate my thing while I make sure I have everything I need open. Cause I didn't come prepared. You guys called me before I was ready.
Did you fucking work?
Where's this one? Where the fuck? Why did I close it? That one. There we go. Okay, I think I have everything now.
This is music that I could see Relish flossing to.
The fact that you want to see Relish flossing is that's
Yeah, that's disgusting,
that's another problem
actually.
entirely.
You know, that reminds me. I was thinking, man. You know those memes where they're like memes that make my dad come back or something,
Mm-hmm.
and like
No.
now that I just said that, I'm like, these are like you could have like a playlist and it's like songs that made Relish floss or something. Because like
Wow.
I saw one this morning where XQC watched a video called memes that made Michael Jackson walk forward.
That's a good title for a video.
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right, well if we are all ready,
Yeah, I'm good.
I have an actual length intro this time because I got to write one.
Oh,
Made me
real.
happy. Yeah, 12 pages.
It's real.
All right. So if we're ready, then it's a little loud, so I'm gonna turn it down for me. Not for chat. I don't care about that. All right. On the last episode, our Tuckadat troop finally managed to catch a moment to themselves as they tried coming up with ideas on how to take the hand that was now lying motionless on the ground. Ori, having a good idea to go grab Q, made his way over to the door as Jonesy was standing there looking outside, noticing rustling coming from the bushes, and Q poking what remained of the elven people. Yelling over to Q, Jonesy asked him to go see what all that rustling was about. Q, looking over and not seeing anything, was about to move closer before Ori came and began. Being an owner and all, told him to come over and that he could use him for the vomit. Oh God. Oh Jesus. He could use his assistance for something. To which he listened and started making his way over. Both of them leaving Jonesy standing guard at the front door. Making their way over to Nugget and Faye, who are still brainstorming ideas, Q is then told to go over close to the hand and to see if he can touch it. At first, he's hesitant, but remembered that, he doesn't particularly want to go against these people who brought him back to life, so he decides that it's best to do it as he's told. Making his way over to the hand that is now trying to pull itself along the floor, he reaches out closer. Slowly his hand creeps, and the splintering could now be heard as the wooden hand starts to splinter. Closer even more, he kept pressing, now seeing the wooden clearly being peeled back on his head. And closer, till in the blink of an eye, his hand was shattered into millions of splinters flying around the room, as the cleanest cut you've ever seen was left, has left his entire hand atomized. Quickly jumping back, he lifts his hand for Ori to see, inspecting the extremely clean cut. Moments later, as the splinters fall from the air, the sound of carriages can be heard, clopping from the way that they had came. Oh God, I'm gonna die. Jonesy, standing guard, pensive about how Dreer would... No. Pensive about how Dreer would know to come back right after the fighting had stopped. But hearing the clambering of many hooves against the dirt road, he could tell that this didn't sound like just one set of people coming. Pulling up into the carnage, two carriages emerged with many cloaked figures, who, just by the way they carried themselves and by the way they clanked around as they stormed out of the carriages, heavily armored, would not be an apt way to describe these gentlemen. Making their way quickly towards the cathedral, some others staying behind and cleaning up the blood sport that had been played in Abadanuk village just recently. They march up to Jonesy, and the tallest figure stands looking down at him before telling him to move. Jonesy, who had disguised himself as Dreer, tried talking to them with sign language, but they did not care for what he had to say. More of what he had to do, and that was to move. Pushing past Jonesy, he then tried tripping the man, who immediately grabbed Jonesy and threw him into the floor with enough force to crack the ground beneath him. What they were doing there was not for him to figure out. They were here on some business, and the more he got in their way, the worse off he will be. Jonesy stood rubbing the back of his head that had then just mashed into the floor moments ago, and all of our party was halted from proceeding from messing with the artifact. Rightfully confused, they try to ask the same question that Jonesy had, mainly, who are you, and what are you doing here? The man stood unconcerned with the questions being thrown at him, as the others started to move around and get to work, pulling out weird contraptions, none of which was recognizable to the troop, but a logo was spotted on almost all of them by Ori, one that looked just like the logo he saw while working with other Simic scientists in the labs way back when. Before they could ask any more questions, though, they walked up to the hand, now trying to crawl across the floor very meekly, and put down a strange cube. Pushing the rest of the party back more now, it souped Cade to life and jumped quickly at the hand, wrapping the shell of itself around the artifact, soon taking the full thing in and trapping it inside. After completion, they retrieve the container and start making their way around the halls and examining the portal that was still breathing. The man now standing tall, looking towards all of the troop, who were now on edge, not looking for another fight after what they just went through, but ready for one if they needed to be so. He spoke directly to them, telling them that their job there was done, and that they are to go see the Empress as soon as possible. The tentative troop needed some kind of answer still, so they pressed him for anything they could get until the man finally handed them a tiny insignia, the same one that had been inscribed in all of their armor, telling them that they work for the good of the kingdoms and that they will show this to the Empress and that was all they needed to do. So they left, but not before obviously pushing one of the men, whose name was Timmy, into the limbo portal. That was a necessary step in the process. And finally,
Of course.
at least having something to go off of, a carriage being held for them by one of the guards, they all carefully climbed in, and after a few days' travel, occasionally stopping to hunt for supplies in the woods, they made their way to the gates of Lunar's Briar. Stepping out, the fresh air good for their lungs, and the asses no longer being glued to the uncomfortable seats good for the soul. They make their way inside, it being quite a bit later in the day than they had hoped. For, had decided that they needed some reprieve in Farn, so they started making their way to Farn's house. But sadly, no such luck was upon them this day. One of the guards, noticing who they were, and excitedly happy to get them to Farn, halted all their plans that they once had, and escorted them to the guild just before closing time. They tell Farn and they could tell Farn the good news. The dissolver was done, and the Empress could piss off. Both things he needed to hear. Going up and grabbing all but Jonesy in a big group hug, having great news that the Empress was still Lunar's Briar, and that she was still willing to give them her time. Followed up by, well, some bad news. And the bad news mainly being of her being in the nicest terms the worst. Meaning that she felt it fit to take some of the earnings for all the work that she, and then he put in air quotes, did. Something about a finder's fee that Farn really didn't quite understand. The quite ticked off troop, slightly upset, decided to leave it for now, seeing as they could do nothing about it till tomorrow when they have the chance to meet Herd. Nugget and Faye decided it best to go hang out with Farn. As he went for drinks, Ori and BB decided to go home and play with their wood. Jonesy wanted to go see Gibby, and Gibby was more than happy to see Jonesy's return. But Jonesy was less than happy to see him, claiming he kidnapped him and left him outside of Farn's house outside in the harsh elements. To which he rebutted that everything he did was simply to help Jonesy, who had came into his store screaming gibberish in mass hysteria at the top of his lungs, looking weary and almost unable to stand, so he then gave Jonesy a drink to calm the soul. And he just so happened to fall asleep, to which he then promptly took him back to the house that Jonesy was staying in, knocked at the door, and then when it was answered by the party's Warforged BB, he put him down and left so that he could be taken inside by his party member. And, although it was convincing, Jonesy did believe him, or at least he didn't have a way to call Gibby out on his bullshit. And so he decided to drop it after the many feeble attempts to haggle him. Gibby pushed him out of the store before Phaelaris soon came in, which put another big smile on Gibby's face as she asked him a myriad of questions to which she got not very many answers. And so, the night sky shines bright overhead for our bed-hungry heroes, Phaelaris the Dragonborn Cleric, Nugget the Earth Genasi Barbarian, Ori the Gold Cobalt Artificer, BB the Warforged Monk, and Jones Jasper the Tabaxi Wizard. And I hear somebody knocking, so perfect fucking timing, you dumbasses.
Oh yeah.
Hold up.
So, are we gonna go talk to the queens?
I assume.
Why should we? She's not paying us anymore, it seems. She stole our
really?
money.
I mean, he said.
I
it
mean,
was
she
only
didn't steal
gonna be,
all the money. She
it
stole
was
like
gonna-
a good chunk of
gonna be
it.
a little bit. I mean, do we? It's like half of it, right? I think.
It's like it's like half.
Because
Or
I think we were supposed to get 10,000, but now we get 5,000.
Yeah.
1,000 each is still like pretty alright though.
Yeah, but it's not what we were told for this life-threatening fucking mission that she apparently fucking couldn't find anyone to do. If she was so good at it that she's going to take some money, then she should have done something.
Alright, I'm back.
So let's just kill the queen.
Okay, I'm down with that.
I don't know what was said, but I agree with whatever you're saying.
We'll finish building my boat. When the boat's built, we'll kill the queen, get on the open sea where laws don't apply, and then we'll be free.
I like this idea. It's a pretty good idea, but like but where the queen is from like to the water, it's a pretty long way. But how do you plan to like?
We'll be like, Queen, we need to go talk. We did that mission for you, so let's go talk by the pier. I want to show you this boat I built, and then we're gonna take her out on the water, and then we're gonna shove her off the boat.
Okay.
Be like, oh no, oops, oh
man.
dear.
Stab her while she's falling.
Yeah, exactly. Cause she can swim, so like, you gotta stab her just to make sure.
Well, Ty, we'll be like, look, Queen, I made you these nice shoes, and they're made of cinder blocks.
Made of cinder blocks. Yeah.
Fall off the boat.
I like this
It's
idea.
a genius plan. Then, yeah, that's it.
So I think where we left off was Nugget and Farn making their way back to Farn's house, correct?
Yeah.
You know what? I meant to ask, BB and Ori, what were you guys doing at Farn's house? Were you guys just going there to go to bed, or?
I'm starting work on my boat.
You started work on the boat. Okay. All right, because you guys got the logs and then are now pulling it up to. Wait, where did you guys say that you're putting the log? Are you just stuffing everything in Farn's attic?
That's where all the other wood is.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Are you guys just stuffing everything in his attic?
For now.
Okay. You guys quite easily, especially with BB's help, just take all of the large lumber up to the attic, and then just kind of throw it on the pile with all of the other wood. You have wood carving tools, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just making sure.
Of course.
So I would say because it is like 7, it's later than that. It's like 9, almost reaching 10 at this point. So it is pretty late. So you wouldn't be able to get much work done on it, or not as much as you would like to, because again, you've had 2 days of quote unquote sleep, but none of it was very comfortable sleep. And getting like being able to like lay down and like sprawl out and like at least have covers. The beds are pretty enticing at this point. And I don't remember. Oh right. The last thing we did was Faye, who was being like quickly hushed out the door from Gibby.
Oh yeah.
I think is the last thing that happened. Which if you would like to do anything, Crystal, then
He shoot me out of the door.
I thought I don't remember if you were already out the door or.
All I remember is that you were like, you feel something pushing you out of the door.
Yeah. Got kicked out.
Yeah. Well, as you are now being pushed out of the door. If you want to like say anything or try and like fight back from this force.
Well, of course I would love to try to fight back. Be like,
Okay.
hey, asshole, you didn't answer my question.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I need you to make me a. You know what? Because I'm nice. Roll me either acrobatics or athletics to try and either like grind your feet to the floor and like actively push yourself against whatever's happening. A 13. You don't manage to overcome whatever it is that is trying to push you out the door, but you do manage to grind your claws into the floor, and you do for the moment
Scrape up his hardwood floors.
and you do successfully stop yourself. And you're in a stalemate. So as long as you are
13.
it wasn't a hard check. Like below 10 would have been a fail. 18 or above would have been like she breaks free. She's in the middle ground where she's Like she can't move forward, but like she's using what she can to stay in place right now. Especially because she can't exactly see the thing that's pushing her, or actively fight back against it with like her hands. So, yeah, and you stop yourself, and Gibby looks up as he finishes walking behind the counter, and he looks up. He's like, "Oh, you're still here."
You didn't answer my question.
Oh,
Any of them.
Well, you see, I'm going to be honest, Miss Phillips. I don't exactly remember any of the questions that you asked me, so do you
I
mind?
asked you them like a minute ago.
When was this? You just came to my store, and then we had like a nice conversation for a while, and you asked me about this photograph that I paid for, and
I didn't ask you about that photograph.
you did. I remember you specifically being like, "Oh, by the way, Gibby, how was the play?" And then
I asked about the play, not the photograph.
And then I showed you the photograph. And that was the last thing that you told me. And the next thing I know, you're walking out of my store. So I figured that you had nothing else you wanted to do with me.
I want you to tell me what the powder is and how to get it unstuck from the bodies. It sticks. How do you unstick it?
And Gibby, like stands there for a moment, as you say that. Let me just turn this down even more. Yeah, Gibby stands there for a second even more and like lifts his hand and like starts like tapping, like on the counter, and then like looking around, trying to like think of an answer. And then he kind of just looks at you, and then he just gives you a very like, you know what he does? He gives you a very slight shrug. If you'd like to insight him, you can more than likely go ahead.
Sure.
All right. First roll. Oh, I mean, I could beat that, but I don't know if I'm confident in my man who only has like a plus 12 to deception.
Wait.
He's very good at lying, Will. That's his whole point. But a 9 on the dice doesn't beat a 26. So, you could tell just by the way he was like looking around, in his general body movement when he like looked at you. He kind of gave you like a bit of a half shrug, and then very quickly like went back to like a neutral position, and like just the way he's moving. And his general like disposition currently, you can know that he knows more than like what he's leading on.
If you know a way to unstuck this goddamn powder, I'm just saying, Gibby, I've got some people who need to get unstuck, and I would much appreciate you spilling a little bit of that info, you know?
Well, seeing as how I have no reason to give you such information, and seeing as how it's not hurting them in any way, in fact, I would assume that most of them are more happy with it being stuck to them than not.
Is it not hurting them at all?
Have they complained to you about any sort of illness or scratching, maybe a rash in weird places?
A lack of a fishing license.
A fishing license, perhaps.
A lack of a fishing license.
You know, Nugget did show up with some griffin riding reins, and I've never once known that man to take to the skies at all. Which concerns me. That he would get rid of his fishing license for a griffin rider's reins.
And the fact that he wouldn't even give it to me when I asked. He'd rather pawn it off to some random nobody. I bet he didn't even get a griffin.
No. No, he didn't. Kind of a waste,
I
really.
really did try to give him a fair offer. 'Tis a damn shame, really.
Nugget sneezes. And wheezes.
And weeps.
Because even that has to rhyme.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
like-
of course. And Gibby just kind of looks at you with that like same shit-eating grin. It's as now that he sees that like you've more like dug yourself into the floor. He doesn't want to fuck up like the nice upholstery on the ground or anything. He wants to like make sure that his shop is like always in pristine condition. So you quickly like feel that thing that was like trying to throw you out the store like let go, and you are free to like walk around. And he gives you that same like knowing smile and like same like asshole like friend who knows something that he just
Hole.
yeah, that same asshole. That one very rude friend that knows something like a surprise but just doesn't want to tell you. And he just kind of stares at you, like giving you that smile before like finally after like a couple seconds, now that you're visibly like free to move around and like you ungrip yourself from the floor as tightly. And he's like, "Listen, Pilates, I don't see how it is hurting them at the moment."
At the moment. But you know, they got stuck, which means somehow, in some way that I'm not sure about, it means that they can't be free or whatever that means. Which doesn't sound like a good thing.
Does it not?
It doesn't.
Maybe if you had some gold stuck to the body, maybe you'd feel different about it.
I'm good. I'm silver now.
Yeah, I could. But nice. Very good one. Wouldn't want to get confused. But listen, Faye, I really can't tell you anything. I
Really can't, or you really don't want to?
Cannot.
I'm inside that.
Go right ahead. Go
Inside
right
that.
ahead. Absolutely inside up.
That's medicine. Don't click that.
Wow, you're rolling
Yeah.
extremely good. Okay.
Not good enough.
No. You can when he says that, you kind of believe him.
Okay.
That like he's not being like disingenuous with you. Like when he said that he cannot tell you, you believe that it's just because he actually cannot tell you.
Okay.
And I do apologize for not being able to give you the answers about how to unstick it. But currently it's not a problem, and it's also not a problem that you'll have to deal with, so...
But if it ever does become a problem, expect another visit. Just saying. I'm gonna get those answers out of you one way or the other. If it does become a problem, it'd be bad. It'd be bad.
Bad for whom?
Bad for them.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to threaten me in my own store. I was about to get fair. I was going to be very upset, Philonus.
Of course not. As if I would ever try to threaten you in your own store. I think, that'd be a really bad idea. And, I may not be the smartest, but I'm at least smarter than that.
Well, but I'm glad at least one of you is. Like your friend came in here recently and tried to haggle items off of me for a mere 12 gold.
Wanted what out of you?
He looks around the store and he's just like, he thought he could buy things in the store for 12 gold and decided to give me an IOU.
I had 100 because I sold him something.
Do you take IOUs?
We do not take IOUs. You will pay, and you will receive the item you paid for. Quite simple.
Yeah, I feel like that's how it's good business operations.
Yes, if I were to start handing out IOUs, however, am I to make sure that you get back to me on what I am owed?
I have a feeling that we wouldn't be able to get away from you. You kind of seem to be everywhere we go, so.
You make it sound like I'm some kind of bounty hunter, Phalaris.
Not a bounty hunter, a very well-traveled merchant.
You could say that again.
A very well-traveled merchant.
Yes, but
Say it a third time.
I've been around, and your friend came in asking about bodies. I don't know if you care as much as he does, but
I'm not a necromancer like he
very
is,
curious
but
as to why
Whoa,
he is-
whoa! You don't know that. You don't know
He's a
that.
bard, as far as you know.
You don't know that.
I
We
mean,
do know that.
yeah, and Gaby's just like still very curious as to his obsession with the dead. You all end up there someday. Why rush it?
I don't know.
He's a necromancer.
Maybe because he's a necromancer, Gibby. Did you tell him where he could find bodies?
I told him a place where bodies might reside. It's quite a ways travel, but it's of the only places that I know of where you might be able to still find corpses that haven't been blessed by one of the churches. Or I guess the main answer that I gave him was that you lot seem pretty privy to traveling around and making fresh corpses yourself.
Well, things happen, you know? And
Oh,
it,
trust me.
it does.
I believe that you all wouldn't just go out of your way to cause harm to others if there wasn't anything in it for you. So. Or if there
Some
were.
of us would.
I know
I
you.
feel that may not apply to everyone, but
And who does this not apply to?
that's a good
You?
question.
Would it be you, Phalaris? Is there
You think
some
me?
there's some darkness lying inside of you that just really wants to get out?
Of course not, Gibby.
Mm.
I'm a just
Insight.
a sweet
Insider.
little cleric, sweet
Insider.
little cleric girl.
Insider.
Well, yeah, well, obviously he's gonna incite you. Really are, just some nice, innocent. Don't worry, I'm not rolling the ducky dice. I'm rolling the gear dice this whole time, so you have an advantage.
He only has
I don't
a
know.
plus 30. in
Should I
insight,
even roll
but
deception?
whatever.
I don't know.
I mean, are you deceiving him or?
I don't think. Wait, I'm just saying that like I wouldn't just go around killing people for no reason, right?
Mhm.
No, you
But
said
you
you didn't
have
have a
done
dark
that.
side inside of you or something. He asked you if you have a dark side or something, like wanting to get out. And you said no.
Well, I don't know which one of those am I saying no to.
What are you trying to deceive him on?
I mean, if
Rewind
it's
the clip. Rewind
it's-
the clip.
if it's that there is a certain a dark side to Phalaris, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that would be a deception. So there you go.
Yeah, I rolled a 15 on the dice, so
Ah,
yeah, you say that, and he gives you like he like you see his eyebrow raise on like the burnt side of his face, or where an eyebrow would be, and he just kind of raises at you and then just looks at you.
Completely trusts you.
No, he sees through it.
damn it! I tried.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he sees right through it, and he's like,
It's a bunch of bullshit.
Listen, I won't pry further, Faye. We all have things we'd rather not be out in open waters. I'll let it go.
Gotta kill him, Faye.
Just gotta kill him. He knows too much.
Gotta kill him.
Well,
Kill him. I mean, you could try.
Looks like we gotta kill Gibby.
Yeah, go pick up the sword.
I'll pick up the sword and I'll start swinging. Easy.
You don't have
And
to
then he's
tell him
dead.
anything.
Just that. How hard it can be?
He can't make you say anything.
It can't. Can't.
Pepe laugh. They don't know.
What did he say?
He said that he knows that you aren't telling him the truth, but he doesn't want to. He will not pry further to something that you wish to not tell him, because he understands that there are some things that are best left unsaid for the time being.
Yeah, you know how it is. People have multiple sides. See, other characteristics.
Mm. One side,
I'll say that.
one side being a nice churchgoer, and the other one, someone that has to hide their identity around town.
No,
Things like
no,
that,
no,
I understand.
nothing that sinister. Come on.
Mm.
That's literally what you came in here and asked.
Roll
for
inside.
help for
Yeah.
Roll
10
inside.
minutes ago.
Roll inside again.
He's gonna Crystal. You literally did come here to buy a disguise from him to walk around the North Briar.
Nothing that sinister. You're mistaken.
Am I? Why else would you need to disguise to walk around the North Briar?
Because some bad blood with some people that I'd care to see again, and I've told you this before. And...
Yes, but here you go walking into my store without the disguise on. So either the problems have been dealt with.
Well,
Oh.
it's like nighttime. Everybody's home and sleeping, and less people out. A little easier to get around.
You think that, and spending your time in the bar, getting up, trying to get tipsy, will help the problems go away more?
I wasn't even
Yes.
given a chance to get tipsy before Nugget started sucking face, okay?
I do not want to hear about your companion's proclivities for sexual activity.
Proclivity.
I'm the one who's supposed to be rhyming here.
That's fucking gay, faggot.
I don't wish to know how the Rock gets himself off there. If this is something that you...
I missed his chance to say his rock gets his rocks off.
No,
He misses
well,
the
that's why he
chance.
said he just gets his rock off, because he couldn't say rock get his rocks off, because it's implied that he was getting the
How-
rocks off.
How the rock gets off.
Exactly. And he's like, if this is something that you dabble in, then, well, I'm not here to judge.
No, it's gross. Come on, QB. I have more respect for myself than that.
I say
Sure.
kill him.
Come
Well,
on.
this is an interrogation about me. You still haven't answered all my questions.
Again, you'd have to ask me the questions again. I don't quite remember. Something about the... What was it again?
Queen's Doppler's grave. What
I-
about that?
I don't know what you... This is from something. Elad.
Did the queen die at the play? Did the Doppel die at the play?
And he just kind of like... He stands there for a moment. You see him kind of like twitch a little bit. And he looks, and then he looks back up and over at you. And he just... And his face kind of like... His face goes from like that nice shit-eating grin to a very just like emotionless, like as straight as it could possibly be. Man has never smiled or frowned a day in his life kind of face. And he looks towards you. Once he realizes who it is, like pulls the cloak back and starts like rubbing at the top of his head, like putting his cloak back on. Miss Velaris, I thought our time you were done.
Not until you answer my questions. These are important to you.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I've given you all the answers that you came here for. What could I possibly be missing?
How to unstick powder. And the thing about the Queen Stoppler's grape at the play. You know what? There's something else I was wondering about too. Why did these people try to kill friends? What was that about? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think anybody's asked that question.
Nobody's asked that question, eh? Interesting. Let's start from the beginning. I will not tell you how to remove the gore. It is stuck. It is not something you shall concern yourself with.
Oh fuck, it really is stuck.
Lee is stuck to the body.
Second question. What was it about the play that you wanted to know? Just the name of it or what has happened here? Something about the queen.
Uh-huh. How does the Queen fit into it?
Well, the queen did not fit into the play, seeing as she wasn't there this time.
This time. Was she there before?
No, this was the first time.
What's that bit about the Queen Stoppler's grave then?
You wanted to know if that was why it was called that? Or why that was written on the back of the note?
Because it was written on the ticket, wasn't it?
It why?
So why?
Because it was the Queen Stoppler's grave. You see, Miss Veloris, while all of your friends didn't stick around after it fell, well, someone did. And even though your friends weren't there, they had been taken. I couldn't just leave in a timely manner, so I had to leave something behind. Does this help answer your question?
No.
Hmm.
Not at all. Wait, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you said you left something behind.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody die? Who died?
Queen Gobble?
We all fucking died.
Who died?
He smiles and it gets a very wide when you say that with like such like confusion, and you can just hear him go like
She doesn't know. Oh,
Pepe laugh.
Pepe left. She doesn't know.
She likes critical information.
yeah, and he kind of like wipes a single tear that comes out from his like left eye. Oh, or who didn't? Put the pieces together. All of your friends fell. Not there in the aftermath. I, who went to the play, couldn't leave as you. Put the pieces together. So I had to leave something behind. He puts his head in his hands and looks at you. He's waiting to see if like it's clicked yet.
he's like, are you fucking serious? Do I need to actually
Fucking
spell
brain dead.
Fucking
I haven't. It's my dump stat. I'm -1 in intelligence.
These women, especially dragon women. Dragon minds.
Yeah, and he looks at you, and you're standing there in like silence, like thinking about it. He's waiting for you to pipe up, saying that like you get it, or if you
He's
need
like-
further explanation. And he like the more he sees like you trying to struggle to figure it out, like the funnier it is for him.
He's like circling his hands, like, come on, you know it.
You know
yes,
it.
yes,
Come on.
It's looking.
It started as like gentle taps on the table with like his fingernails. It like slowly got bigger, or like slowly got faster and louder.
He's like falling asleep. And he's like, oh, did you get it?
And he's waiting for you, Phalars.
I'm thinking.
He's not doing more exaggerated like swivels with his hand.
Yeah.
They're getting larger.
Did you die?
He kind of looks at you, and the smile that was on his face kind of turns to like it goes to like it just like turns to your friend and like puts his head in his hands.
Did they die? Someone died. Did they actually die?
Did your
Yes.
friends actually die?
Yes.
Technically, yeah.
Technically. But they're here. So,
But they are here.
technically no, then?
Exactly. And if your friends weren't there when the plague came down, but I was there and I had to leave something behind. What do you think I would have left behind, Miss Renata? See the gears like turning in your head. The hamster's like running at max speed.
Yeah, they're running.
They're actually tuckered out because of the last one.
Yeah, the
That's
last
good.
one got me.
I mean, you could ask him like if you don't get it, but he likes the look of you trying to figure it out yourself.
Yeah, I'm liking the brain games with trying to figure it out myself.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to leave something behind.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you have?
What don't I have?
What, don't you have any more?
You're more than welcome to check the shop, but I promise you your answer does not lie within the walls.
Ah,
Or
damn.
at least
My answer
not-
was gonna be the
Conversation.
ticket.
This conversation was like the last 30 minutes of the last session, and it's been the like the whole session so far. If nothing's been found out, it's just been a back and forth of I don't know. Yes, you do. I don't. Yes, you do. It's been that for like an hour.
Rub sand and let's just leave.
Yeah.
This
Alright,
is going
what are you-
nowhere.
Why don't you give me a little hint?
I see that this is going absolutely nowhere.
I'm sorry, I'm not that smart.
I'm hearing Ori off in the
Yeah.
distance whine and
Ori's
bitch.
complaining to me in my head.
And so he'll give you one last time, like try to figure it out by yourself. And
No, just tell me.
I also think
Oh,
this is
okay,
taking
good.
too long, so
oh, okay. So,
Jonesy's also.
Oh, Jonesy's also.
well, he smiles and he just looks at you and he says, "I left you with the play."
I wasn't at the play.
You were not at the play,
I was
But
not
I-
at the play.
but I left you to play.
You are so.
Are you trying to tell me that I died?
And he just kind of, he just, and now that, like, as soon as you say that, you see both of his eyebrows raise, and he gets that, he gets an even wider smile.
Kind of hate to tell you, but like,
I'm right
I'm not
here.
dead.
You are not dead. But you are dead. Don't worry. Maybe I'll figure it out at some point. Now, what was the last thing that... What was the last question you had for me?
Why did they want to attack us?
I cannot disclose that information.
Like at all?
No.
What if I ask nicely?
When has that ever got you any?
You know, you're right.
There's a myriad of reasons that it could have been. I know one of. I think it's best if you put the pieces together yourself. Elon.
I'll think on it.
And if you have no more business with me, I must bid you.
Alright. Thank you for your time there, Gibby.
Gibson.
Yeah, he does not respond. He just gives you a wave. Really?
He's like, fucking finally.
Fucking finally.
Oh,
Fucking
He
Jesus
just
Christ.
keeps asking so many questions.
And you leave, and the door closes behind you. I assume you're gonna go back to Farn's place now, or
Yep.
make your way back to Farn's place. It's a little bit later. It's a little bit past 10 at this place where you're gonna have nuggets like Farn or
Yeah.
okay. Just had to ask just to make sure.
Yeah.
And you and so you do, or you got a little bit of headway. You kind of got like the general like framework laid out for what you're gonna have like the boat be, because you're gonna have to cut it up into like many pieces. You have to you spend a lot of your time going through like a planning process to make sure that all of like the parts that you're gonna make will like fit together, and that you can bring them all down from the attic and assemble them all, and they won't like fall apart. So you got like the general like idea and like all of like the schematics down. Jonesy, you came in and then just like immediately crashed on one of the couches. Hey, you come back. I assume you can take one of the beds that are still available.
Yeah, if there's a room available, I'll take it.
Yeah, and you all have a very luxurious sleep, especially after the past 2 days that you've been sleeping shoulder to shoulder in a wooden carriage.
Yeah, the one time I'm not uncomfortable is when I'm sleeping in Farn's arm.
Hold up.
his big giant bed.
Now, Chase,
Big giant cock.
before the night ends, who's rolling performance? Are you rolling performance, or is Farn rolling performance?
I can roll performance.
But
I can roll performance.
okay, if you want to.
Oh, okay. If you just did
It's just
something,
for
but I'm
who's
going.
topping. So if you want.
Oh wait, no wait, I wanted him.
Oh, okay. Because don't worry, it's
Choose
fine.
to fail.
Yeah, I choose to fail then.
Yeah,
I
it's
chose
not-
to fail.
No,
It
you
didn't
want
fail.
no, you want big numbers. But if Farn was gonna be the one doing most of the
Yeah.
work, I'll have him roll performance.
Yeah. I wanted him to.
Okay. Yeah. He knows what he's doing. I'll let you know that much.
Ow.
No. You could even for his size, he's a gentleman. You've known him for as long as you've known him. He's a very gentle person.
The gentle German.
He got a soft 20, so
Wow.
he knows what he's doing. I'll leave it at that. You can write the fanfic later for what happened that night. But you all have an extremely well sleep. You sleep in a little bit later in the day than most of you actually wanted to, just because it was so nice to actually get off your feet for a while, and you're gonna have to do stuff today, but that could wait till later now that you've had some good night's sleep. And for you, Chick, because you spent another night, I will reduce your penalty to only the rest of the
Wait, what?
for rhyming.
You can still rhyme if you don't have to rhyme.
If you want to after this, but
So I need to rhyme for 3 days or 2 days, because this was 4 days. And
it would just be till the end of today.
oh,
Because he rolled pretty
Okay.
good. He didn't roll he didn't roll amazing, but he rolled pretty good.
alright.
So I'm cutting down your punishment because I know I don't have combat planned for this session, but I do next session. So
Okay.
I want you taking random damage during combat.
I wouldn't mind.
Well, it just seems unfair to me. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
um,
Yeah, because of all the oh, I accidentally clicked off of fucking
Wow.
D&D. All the shit that Nugget's been through, and
Yeah.
he's finally become a tank, and you don't want to nerf the tank
Mhm.
right now.
And you all wake up at around 9 or 10. It's getting into the day. It's not super late. It's still pretty early in the morning if you wanted to go get breakfast. Notably, Nugget, when you wake up, Farn is obviously not there. He's already got up and left many hours ago. He just didn't want to wake you up.
Oh no, where'd he go?
Yeah, I wonder where.
Oh yeah, he's kind of like a big important
Mhm.
guy. So
Mhm.
He's a big guy for you.
he's a
Yeah.
big guy.
Yeah, for you. And you all get up. I assume you get, there are things that you could snack on his house if you want breakfast or something. But you do have to talk to the Emperor State, and he knows it. And he knows that, so it is. He implied yesterday that he'd like to come to his office as soon as possible. But if you want to eat something before you guys go there, you more than
Tell me he didn't give me breakfast in bed.
has a job to do.
That son of a bitch.
It's got a job to do.
Yeah. All right.
So if anybody would like to, now that you guys are all convened downstairs, and if you have anything to say to each other,
I would like to. I guess I would like to get some breakfast.
yeah, you go to go to his fridge, and he's got you can see he's got some actual
He has a fridge?
well, he's got basically a makeshift fridge. It's more of it's more of a fucking closet that has a very cold stone in it. He's got very few things sitting next to a cold stone.
Uh,
So it's
Hey.
one of those old style sort of
Yeah.
fridges where they used to have
Can I
big
take
ice
the
blocks.
stone?
can I see can I roll a check to see what the stone is, or
Sure.
if there's any magic emanating from it or something?
There's magic coming from it.
Oh, okay then.
It's a magically cold stone.
So Ryan, it is not just sitting out. It is in a clear visible cage that's built into the ground, so you can't just grab it and steal it. You'd
So
have to
if I firebolt it, would it explode?
I mean, you could try, but it's not preferable.
Hmm.
Yeah, you would be destroying somebody's refrigerator.
Especially because this is Farn's home, and
Yeah.
But then I could do the joke where I say, "Is your refrigerator running?" And then he says yes. I'm said no. I broke it.
No, it's not.
Funny.
It's broken.
Yeah, it'd be funny.
Oh,
And then I
Well.
say, and then he's like, "Why the fuck did you do that?" And I say, "You better go catch it!" And then I run away.
well, he's letting you stay in his home, so he'd prefer if you didn't break things.
well, Jonesy, you know what to do, I guess.
Nah. I just want to inspect it.
Okay,
The stone.
yeah.
Yeah, can
Do
I use
know
my
what the
magical
stone
awareness?
is?
Can I use my magical awareness?
Can use your magical awareness.
It is magic.
That shit's magic, Chase.
And the spell class. And what the spell is.
And what level?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon.
And what
Yeah,
level?
what is it?
Uh,
Oh, and what
It's
level?
chill touch.
it's chill touch. If you touch it, you'll die. So, this is an evocation spell.
Uh-huh.
And it is an orb that has in it the cone of cold.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Cone of cold.
Og. Og.
What
Hey.
is cone of cold?
It's just it. Well, this
Cold
one
spell.
it's a cold spell.
Oh.
Oh,
That's what it is.
big.
That's
Can
it.
I learn the spell
You're a wizard, so
from-
you can't-
the
What?
fridge?
Oh.
How? Explain to me
Just-
how.
I wanna
It's
just
just
inspect
a
it.
rock.
It's just a rock.
Absorb
Like
it.
I want to inspect it. I want to like learn everything about it.
it's
But you just did.
well, no,
That was-
Nugget.
that was Nugget.
Yeah,
That was
Nugget learned what it was. He could tell you
Yeah.
what it is. Like
You tell you that's a rock right
He's
there.
all like,
Should I
that
write a
right there is
scroll?
an evocation. It is a magical sphere that oh wait, shit.
It always shit.
holy shit.
That's always cold.
And that's it.
It decreases the temperature tenfold. That right there is a cone of cold.
Nice save.
Yeah.
Chip.
Actually,
thanks.
tenfold.
Thanks. It decreases it tenfold. Decreases the temperature tenfold. That right there is a cone of cold.
All right. Well, what is in the fridge? Is there any?
It's-
food?
You can see there's not much. He doesn't get groceries like extremely often, and mainly when he does, like, you know, he's mainly buying them for like either like the day or like maybe the day in advance. Right, like what you can see in there, you can see like some eggs.
Wow.
All right, I'll eat them.
Go right ahead. I mean, he's went to make you food before, so you know he more than likely fine with you. Like having a meal, he doesn't want you to be hungry when you have to meet the Empress. Obviously, be with her bitch ass. Hey, you
All right.
spend some time whipping up just some eggs there. If anybody else
No,
wants to, like,
I just eat them.
you're just gonna eat them whole.
Yeah, just
Uh,
swallow
I-
them whole. No, I'm just kidding.
I would like to I am
I make an
this-
omelet.
this morning my stomach is stricken with the urgent need for breakfast chicken.
Does
Make
he have
it
any
take
chicken
psychic
in here?
damage for how bad.
Does he have any what?
Does he have any chicken in here?
No,
I
I
mean,
mean,
Or like any kind of meats?
if it's a refrigerator, I will.
yeah,
If it's a fridge, I hope it would be.
yeah. I'd say he definitely has some like some poultry products in here.
Yeah, let's cook up some breakfast chicken to go with our eggs.
Huge. Parent and child.
Well, if you gotta kill the whole bloodline, Chase, you don't want them to come back for revenge.
Reunited on my plate.
Yeah, and you guys, I assume everyone's
Finding sanctity
Unless-
within my gullet.
unless Ori, you wanted to make something else for yourself.
No. I'm just gonna eat the eggs.
I'm making omelets.
I'm gonna just eat the eggs and then go back upstairs and keep working until we're ready to leave.
All right. You all spend like 15 minutes making food for yourselves. Doesn't take extremely long to like whip up the eggs and like cook the chicken to at least like tolerable temperatures.
Chicken
Yeah,
omelet.
completely charred.
Yeah, charred.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna try mine.
Chicken omelet. actually sounds
400
good.
degrees.
I don't have a light sear.
And mine will have
Very
a
pink in the middle.
very heavy sear. In fact, a large fire will erupt
In his house, and burn the house down.
and then like Faye's gonna be all like, whoa, Jake, Nugget, put that out, and then Nugget will say, please stay set, for it's not done yet.
And so it doesn't take very long for you all to fill your bodies with like some very nourishing food, and after maybe like 30 minutes of you guys just like chatting and like just really sitting down and enjoying the meal together, you hear a knock at the door.
I'll go over.
I guess since I feel like Nugget.
Go
would
send the
be-
robot.
I already open it. Screw you. Like,
He's the door opener.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the doorman. Chase, come on.
That's okay.
You open, BB. You open the door, and you can see a few guards, just posted up like outside of Barnes' home. And one of them smiles and looks at you, and he just goes, "Oh, good morning. I was gonna say I hope you slept well, but I don't know if you sleep." And he kind of reaches his hand out. He'll like give you a handshake.
Filthy human. Don't touch
I'm
him.
not even gonna fucking. I'm not gonna acknowledge his hand. Just sit with the
As
door
a
open.
robot would.
Stupid
That's
fucking
right.
bag.
Meat bear.
Touch your hands.
Talk with that hand.
Yeah. Oh, he's too smart. He's trying to get him. And he kind of like sees what you're doing and like pulls his hand back and he's like, oh, sorry about that. Faru,
Nuggets
sticks-
cock with that hand.
Oh.
He sticks his hand out and he's like, what the fuck? Not gonna shake.
Bro, play some mind games with it.
God, you'd mind fucking so bad. And
People mind.
Gaslight
Yes,
him.
people mind.
gaslight him. And then you pull your hand back when he goes in to shake his hand. And you're like, what the fuck, dude?
What are you doing?
What do you
fucking
think you're
weirdo?
doing?
And whenever he's all like, all right, well, I guess you're not gonna shake my hand, and he pulls back, you put out yours.
And he kind of like reluctantly brings his hand back and like puts it down to his side. And he's like, Farin sent us. He saw how kind of late getting and said something about the Empress needing, like wanting to talk to you guys. So he'd sent a couple of us down to make sure that you guys were up. If you need, we can give you like a couple minutes to like get dressed if you need. But if you don't mind, we'd like to take you to the guild, if we could.
I heard. Oh, okay, when BB hears Empress, I'm gonna grab Ori and push him into the front because I don't want to fucking.
I'm upstairs.
Fucking who else is down here?
Everyone but Ori.
Everyone, but you can't force me to talk about the Emperor.
Okay.
Unless you go grab him from the.
Yeah, unless you go grab
all
him.
the way upstairs.
Yeah, go grab him.
I'm gonna run upstairs.
No.
The door's open, by the way. Am I closing?
Yeah. They see that they see like the robot quickly turn away and like
Just sprint up the fucking
start running up the stairs, and the
Just
guard
slam
looks.
the door opens.
guard
Like Ori, the Empress wants to talk.
Oh, that bitch. I'll head downstairs.
You head downstairs and you can see like the guards like the main guard who's like walked forward, just like looking like at the inside of Farn's home and noting how like very exquisite the inside of this home is.
I walk downstairs. I'm covered in wood shavings. I walk over. What do you want?
Oh, good morning. And he again juts his hand out to you like for a handshake.
What do you want?
Oh, sorry about that.
I'm busy.
Well, Farin sent us to come. He also said that you've been staying in his home, and that the Empress would like to see you all, and well, she doesn't have all day, and so he sent us to come and escort you all to the guild, if you don't mind.
Well, if we're gonna be seeing the Queen Empress, we gotta dress the part.
Yeah, we gotta.
Right?
If we're gonna be meeting up with the Empress, we gotta dress fancy.
I need a tuxedo.
Give us a moment.
Yeah, let us go shopping for clothes first.
And,
And then it's a montage, fashion montage.
Nugget's gonna dress up into this like sort of whatever outfit like Zorro would have, you know, the swashbuckler, and like the buttons are like just like holding on for dear life on his chest.
We're gonna. Yeah, I'll just tell him, like, give us a minute, we'll be out.
It only take like 2 hours to shop for clothes.
Are you gonna say that to him or?
No, I'm not gonna
Okay.
say.
Nah, it'll take like an hour. It won't take 2 hours.
Oh, okay, that's more reasonable. I assume you just like close the door on him.
Yeah. I'll say we'll be there in a moment.
Yeah, you close the door. Notably, from the glass or like on the side of Farn's doors, you can see that like he doesn't really move. Kind of looks like flabbergasted that like none of you shook his hand or greeted him and just shut the door in his face and left him standing at the door.
He just stared at it.
Well, what? Did he think we'd invite him in? We're guests. We can't invite him in.
Yeah, it's not our house.
It would be rude.
Yeah. Now that he's gone, out of fear of duress, I must dress to impress.
I
Alright,
kill
is there
Nugget.
a back door?
Is there a back door?
Yeah.
A back door.
Well, he has like a backyard, but it's not very large.
Alright.
So you're trying to
Let's go.
escape out the back? Just gonna walk into the room. Everyone's sitting around eating their chicken and eggs. I'll say,
Chicken and eggs.
just tell them, you know.
Hey, Ori, you wanna
Want any more chicken
you
and
want
eggs?
some chicken and eggs?
No, I'm I'm good. Empress wants to see us.
Like,
Would it be
No.
like regular chicken, or would it be like a
Magic
like, I don't know, owl chicken or like
No,
bear chicken?
It's nothing. It's nothing like. It's nothing extremely exotic. It's just
like
normal.
Avatar
just-
world.
Yeah,
where
it's just-
mixed.
This is this like some chicken bear mishmash, but no.
I'll
Oh,
put some sawdust in Jonesy's chicken. That gives
Why?
it extra fiber. There you go.
I mean, I'll try
It's
it.
for
but,
taste.
like,
if you're gonna taste it, you kind of like start chewing, and you can definitely tell the very noticeable crunches. Of
Don't eat that.
I mean, they put it in Taco Bell meat, so I mean, it should be fine.
that's actually true. So basically just like eating taco.
basically just eating
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, but Taco Bell isn't chicken.
I'll be right back. I gotta go to the restroom.
All right.
Let's just fucking go out the. I'm
Yeah, let's
leaving.
get-
I'm
let's
leaving the
go,
fucking
Wall.
house.
Yeah, I'm going to put on my nicest clothes, which are
Okay.
just my clothes, because I don't own a lot of clothes.
Mhm.
Yeah, wood pulp apparently is an ingredient in many fast food items.
Oh,
So,
Yeah.
yes. McDonald's, Carl's Jr., like everything.
Wood
has fucking
pulp?
sawdust in it.
wood pole. How do you?
Yeah, wood pulp. It's just fucking
I
sawdust.
was gonna say.
What it is.
You know what? I'm gonna go into Farin's closet.
Okay.
What clothes does he have?
He's not gonna have anything
Um,
that'll fit you.
Does he have a tux? Yeah.
You notably he does have a lot of dress clothes. But none of them are anywhere near your size or age.
Could
Yeah,
I?
could
Prestidigitation,
buy them,
Does
so-
prestidigitation can shrink
No.
them?
No, you can clean them
No.
more, but they're already extremely like clean and like.
But I thought prestidigitation, you could do a lot of stuff with it.
Yeah, but that's not like you can't do that.
You can't
shrink
physically
stuff.
shrink things.
One
let's see.
cubic foot. I could create 1 cubic foot of non-living material for 1 hour. I will create 1 cubic foot of tux.
I mean, that's non-living material.
It
And I
is
think you only
non-living
need
material.
about 1 cubic foot.
I only need about a cubic foot, and I
Can
will
Ori
base it
make
off of the
tuxes
design.
for all of us?
It will only I can only make up to 3 objects, and it would only be a cubic foot in size.
But only
And
enough
that-
for himself.
That's like a fucking handkerchief. What are you talking about? You can't make a fucking tux out of that.
Yeah, but Ori's
Wait,
like 2 inches
foot?
tall.
Wait, hold on. A cubic foot's a lot.
Wait, is it like a solid cubic foot?
Yeah, if it's just.
Or is it
Wait,
like a fucking square? A
A
fucking.
cubic foot is the largest you can make something.
Oh,
Nope.
so it can't. Oh, that's gay.
That sucks.
just give me make a cubic foot worth of yarn, and I guess make something out of it.
Yeah, I will make.
Sentient
Fabric that
yard.
is like fucking smushed up
pure
into
yarn.
a
Hold
cubic
on.
foot of fucking.
Let me see. I have an ability that lets me create tools. So I will create sewing needles, and I will then sew it out.
How long is this gonna take?
This
A very
this would
long time.
this would take too long. You do not have this long. Hey, if you wanted to try, there's some ones from like when he was slightly shorter that you could put on. They'd be like slightly bigger, and you like they might
Does he
cover.
not have like a tux from when he was a child that he can?
Sadly, sadly, he does not have like tuxes from when he was like.
You know, I'm going
a
to the
tiny-
attic. Maybe he has something in there.
You know
If
what?
it doesn't fit my big dumpy perfectly, I don't want to wear it.
I said you could probably find one that fits. That might be a little long on like the hands.
Can I alter self other people?
It's alter self.
I don't think so. So, sadly, no.
God
You know what, Keith? Because this could be funny if he does have one. Roll me investigation. Go up to the attic.
Investigation.
He has a dress.
Now to see if he has a tiny baby tux.
Oh, I thought
20.
they wanted like a dress from him.
No.
No, she wants to wear a suit.
Unless you want to wear a dress, or
No, I don't want to wear a dress.
Would
has
Fart
dresses.
have a dress?
Would Fart have a dress?
he does not. At least none that you can readily see.
What about when he's wanting to get really kinky with? Does he have bondage?
Yeah, does he not cross dress or anything?
What if I wore the bondage chain that I found?
Yeah, we'll dress really elegantly, but then also have bondage gear on.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
AC. If
You know,
you're
I know-
here.
I know Farin is a little bit flamboyant in the way he probably presents himself. Can I ask if he has a large purple, possibly pimp hat looking hat?
Why would he have a fucking
He would
pimp?
he would not have a pimp hat.
I'm just saying if he would have a very
Probably has a bunch
stylish,
of
very
fedoras,
wide-brimmed
honestly.
Yeah, he
purple felt hat.
would definitely not have a pimp hat. He might have.
Nugget arrives like this. He's like, "Hello, queen."
But Ori, with the 91, you go upstairs and you like.
91.
All right, I said 91. I meant 21.
Damn, I succeeded so
You
It's
roll a
so
well.
91 on that
fucking hard.
D20.
Yeah, does Farm have a fucking zoot suit?
Definitely does not have a. You know what? Maybe he does.
You gotta roll investigation. See if you can dig through.
You go upstairs, seeing where that's where he's like just stowed away
Okay.
like some
On his
belongings
suit.
that like can't fit much of anywhere, and you do come across like a chest that has like that when you open it up you can definitely tell that like this is a bunch of stuff that like his parents like held on to when he was a child and then just like gave to him when he was moving out. Notably, there's a comically large spoon in there, at least comically large for a baby.
Comically
A
large.
regular spoon.
I'll keep that spoon. That could be useful.
And you don't see much in there that's of extreme note, but you do see tiny little baby tucks.
All right, I'm
Why?
gonna take that
Why does he have that?
because he used to be small.
He used to be
He
small.
probably used to be dressed elegantly.
Yeah, but
As a fucking baby?
it's
Yeah.
his first suit that he ever had.
First suit.
His
Sentimental.
first suit.
Why
and
would
now
you
I've
give a fucking
stolen
baby
it.
a fucking suit?
Because you can.
Because you can, right? But Faye, are you just gonna put on something that he has as well, or?
I don't know if I want to dress flashy though.
I'm going to
You know, fuck it.
prestidigitation to clean it.
Yeah.
Wear
Calls herself a
fancy
suit on me, right?
Yeah,
No.
you can grow like a foot taller, but like that won't get you to Farin's height.
No, I'm just gonna alter self the suit on myself.
Does all stuff work like that, or
Does it
I
work for
think it-
clothes?
I think I mean, we did it in
I
Crystal.
mean, unless you want to be like it's your skin, but like that's disgusting.
click alter self for me? I mean, like if like I don't mind. Well, I mean, like I don't mind doing it if it says it can. Like I don't care. Choose one of the following officers.
It says you can change your appearance to literally anything.
Hair length, distinguishing characteristics. It doesn't say anything about clothes though.
It says you decide what you look like.
Yeah, like you, but not.
Yeah.
Isaiah,
What
when I did it in
clothes?
Crystals last night, Isaiah said I could, so I did.
Isaiah said that, but Isaiah ain't here.
Yeah, Zay's
Yeah.
in here. This is
It's
my
Okay,
not
now.
Brandon.
world. My
Okay,
world.
then
my
I'll
rules.
just fucking disguise self a tux on me.
Well, then why didn't you do
A
that?
fake tux. But now it's a fake tux.
Yeah, but you can have this tux look like anything you want it to look like.
This could look like a zoot suit.
This
with your
could look like
pimp
a
hat.
zoot suit with a pimp hat.
No, I'm not wearing a fucking zoot suit.
Okay.
I'm wearing a white tux.
Oh, now that stands out. Or you prestidigitation because when you pick it up, you realize that there are like some stains that were on it from like time long past, probably like baby stains from when he spilled something on it because he was a dumb fucking baby.
Yeah, now it's clean.
Fucking
Now it's
retard.
now it's suit.
Now it's just a suit. And Crystal, you pick up one of the suits that you can see that he had when he was going through like a growing phase, and that seems like it fit you pretty well. And even though it's a little hard to get around the waist, you're big fat dumpy. You do manage to put it on, and it does fit. It does fit pretty snugly.
Nice. All right. Got me a
Jones,
suit.
Jonesy's out here looking absolutely fucking dapper with his white suit on.
I'm also
I'm
a
naked.
tuxedo cat now.
Ooh.
I'm naked.
Oh.
I'm still gonna ask if I can find a very flamboyant hat.
This is Jonesy.
That's Jonesy. That's perfect. Can I find like a bow tie for Nugget? Because I can't ever imagine Nugget wearing a shirt. I wouldn't want to
With
step on
a-
it like that.
Uh,
Like just a bow tie,
Can't prestidigitation make one.
It could.
but it wouldn't last.
It would last an hour, and then we were talking for an hour, and then the bow tie just fades away.
And that would be
Fades.
sad. We want Nugget to have a bow tie. I want Nugget to have a bow tie.
mm-hmm.
I want Nugget to wear a bolo tie.
What the fuck
Um,
is that?
You know, whenever I think of Nugget wearing a bow tie, just the bow tie itself,
You don't know what a bolo tie
I think
is?
I think he would look like
one of these.
I think it would look like one of those Magic Mike strippers,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
and have him like lap
Oh.
dance the queen, or lap dance the.
The
The Indian
Empress.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought cowboy when I was thinking.
Basically the same people, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, you roll me for. First, you said you're trying to find Nugget a bow tie.
Yeah.
Yeah, both you and him roll investigation to see if you can find like Nugget. You're trying to find a cool hat, right?
Find cool hat.
Probably a fedora.
I'm gonna walk in on you guys wearing my suit, holding my spoon. I'm gonna say, guys,
Ah.
hurry.
Do I roll an investigation?
Yeah, see if you want to find cool hat.
Oh my god.
Wow.
You find an uncool hat.
Chase, you know
Ugly
Chase,
hat.
Chase, you know those gardener's hats?
Oh
I have
my
like-
god.
One of those.
They have like a very wide brim.
Yeah.
You,
And they have like the net in the back of the head.
exactly.
Oh yeah.
Find a beekeeper.
You find one of those. Notably, this one's teal and pink, and it's
Oh, God.
it's got flowers on it.
Do they have like markers or something in the or like maybe like a charcoal pen
You
pencil?
use prestidigitation to change the color, probably.
Yeah, if you
No,
had idiot.
I don't.
It'll only last for like an hour still.
Well, so is my disguised self.
Well, I mean, like,
so like mid discussion, your clothes will just disappear. It's like,
Yeah, I'm naked.
what does Farin use?
I'm naked under the illusion.
What does Farin use to sign his official paperwork?
He has a stamp.
It wouldn't be here.
Really,
I was gonna say, I assume his stamp wouldn't be here though. It'd be in his
Definitely,
office.
definitely doesn't.
he doesn't. He doesn't. There's no pens. There's no pencils. Anything like that.
I have a
Not here.
disguise kit.
Nothing I can write with.
I have a disguise kit.
I have a spoon.
Yeah,
Can I
Rory's got a
investigate?
spoon.
Can I investigate to see if I
Sure.
can find something to write with?
Sure. Ah. Yeah, you don't find anything.
Oh my god.
So no.
Damn
I
it.
have a disguise kit.
Okay. Fine. No. I'm just gonna go and do it. I'm just gonna use this thing.
That.
Yeah.
And
What?
hey, you find. You know that? Oh, what the fuck is the name of it? Oh, you know that. You know that. You know Freddy. You know Freddy's scarf from Scooby Doo.
I
An
thought.
ascot.
Yeah, his
I
ascot.
found it. Oh,
Yeah, you
this
fi-
will work.
Yeah, you find a disgusting orange, like dirty orange
I'm trying to see
ascot.
about Nugget.
Just saying. Yeah, you find an ugly, dirty orange ascot.
That's
I'm
perfect
gonna-
for me.
I was gonna say I'm gonna hold it up to Nugget. Say, Nugget, what do you think about this? Gonna put this on?
Wow, Faye. Uh, 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 it.
It sucks.
It's about the same color as you, so
Wow.
maybe it would blend in too much.
Wow, Faye, it's perfect for today.
I don't allow that one.
It's perfect, I say.
I'm already rolling the dice.
God damn it.
I don't allow that one.
Okay.
Wow, Faye, that's.
Wow, Faye, that looks like shit. Oh! It's fine. You take 8 points of psychic damage.
Yeah.
It's fine, you take 80.
You take 80 points.
80 points of psychic damage. It's like you feel like a little
Oh,
sting.
really hard spin? Wait, do you actually have that?
Right.
Oh, he's got
Um,
more than 80 HP. He should be fine.
Like from the funny vine from.
And I
King
say,
Kong.
I'll say,
Only a spoonful.
Why did fucking Dimitri message me?
What did he say?
My friend bought and sent 2 Nezuko Moosies to my house.
Moosies.
What?
What does he mean, like-
Swear to God.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna show it on stream, but I'll show it to you all.
Oh God. Yeah, why does Dimitri have bad tastes?
What do you mean? This is the best taste.
Only a spoonful. And then he pulls out a comically large spoon.
Spoon. Oh, my files are too powerful. Hold on, I'll screen share to you all.
Just snip it.
No, I'll just screen share.
Well, Faye,
Well, Faye, that will make me look very gay, so I cannot wear that today.
He's got.
it,
Oh,
it-
wrong one.
it ain't something I've sought, but I'll take the ascot.
He's got 2. There you go.
Oh,
2 Nezuko Moosies.
Nezuko Moosies.
What are they?
I think they're flashlights, Ryan. They're Nezuko flashlights.
Wow.
Why does he have it under a black light?
Why does he have 2 of them?
Well,
Yeah,
well,
you
well,
have to
because
make
his
sure
friend.
how
The
you-
first one is dirty.
Okay. Dirty, look at it.
You
Yeah,
gotta
he's-
make sure it's not used.
Yeah, he says he bought 2 Nezuko Moosies. I called him and I was like, "Hey, yo, why?" With many question marks. And he was like, "It's for your birthday, and one's for me."
Then why do you have them both sent to him?
For me.
One's
What?
for me.
Well, one's for
You-
Dimitri's birthday, the other one's for him. So he's like holding on to it for him, you know?
As a good friend would.
Exactly.
As a good friend, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
Jesus.
so there you go. Now I guess he owns 2 Nezuko Moosies.
That's actually a really good gift. That probably cost a lot of money.
Oh, absolutely
Well,
fucking.
One's for him, though.
One's for him.
How good of a gift can it be?
I don't know why fucking Dimitri of all people would message me like, I hate that guy. Fucking absolutely hate You know, I probably shouldn't say that on stream.
That's true. Oh no. He's trying to make you jealous.
Oh, DC. Oh, there you go.
Is that me?
I don't know. It was cute.
No.
No.
So
I mean,
you all,
yes.
so yeah, you
Oh,
all after you really set Nugget up for success, looking
It's
absolutely
$36.
wow.
Wait, you looked it up?
You looked it up.
What is it?
It's a flashlight key.
Look, this is what it is.
Wow.
Jesus, that is
That looks horrifying.
that is creepy.
Wow. I'd put that on display.
I
What?
just want some teeth chomping on my dick. It's looking really want
Put
some
it over the
teeth chomping on
fireplace.
my
Have
dick.
people. It's a
So
conversation starter.
it just looks like a normal mouth, and you open it up, it looks like it just got a fucking vampire.
You know, yesterday, because before I sat in a car for 5
No one
hours,
talks.
I just like drove around, waiting for Kira to text me that I either am staying or going home, right? And there was next to the place that we were going was an Adam and Eve store, and I was like, I'm not gonna go into one if I see one, you know. And I did.
I want to go into one.
I did see that in there they have cock molds,
Oh,
so you could
Yeah,
could
you can make your own.
molds.
you can mold your own penis and like put it on display. And I was talking to the lady that worked there, and she was talking about how they also sell pussy molds, and she molded her
How
own
is that
pussy
even
for her
possible?
husband.
How is that even
And-
possible?
And she was telling me about how she actually keeps it like in the living room, like over the fireplace.
What?
Over the fireplace.
Jesus. That's what you call a trophy wife.
Exactly.
Jeez.
And then I had the great idea of asking if somebody's ever like molded their like flaccid penis and then like shipped it to one of their friends. And then she was talking to me about how she bought one specifically so she could get a mold of her husband's soft cock.
That's awesome.
Soft cock, not
Yeah,
hard cock.
Not hard.
But she'll never be able to get it because just the idea turns you on so much. You know?
Yeah, so that's like that happened yesterday. Now that I'm thinking about it. And that made me laugh.
You
I also
told me you didn't have a pog.
most of my
And
day
you
was
said you didn't have
most of my
a
day
pog
was
day.
spent in a fucking hot car for 5 hours.
Yeah, but I didn't ask if your day was pog. I asked about a pog that happened.
I didn't remember like fucking anything until now. I also whipped myself in there.
Why did you?
Well-
You got a fucking.
Well,
Brian
because
the flagellant.
they did. Well, you see,
just
she
had
was
to-
showing me like the things in the store, and she was talking about like how there was this one guy that came into the store like 4 weeks ago, and because they
Did
can, like,
you get this
open-
lady's number
Why would I?
so that I could talk to her?
I could just drive you there.
Oh,
She's
God.
she's
Do
married.
they have a glory hole in the
Who
back?
gives a
I
shit?
didn't ask about the back. I didn't want to go back there. But I did see, or she did tell me that like 4 weeks ago, because they can like open box for you, so you can like look at the toys and inspect them, like so you want to buy them, right? And she was talking about how like one dude came into the store, and like got in demonstration and like got one of the dildos and like gave himself like an anal orgasm in the middle of the store, like with
What?
one of the
Whoa.
dildos.
What?
And then
That's not true.
and then he was gonna go obviously buy the dildo because he just got his rocks off with it. And
He
she,
lied.
no, his card got declined, and then he said, "I'm gonna go get cash," and then he never came back.
Wow.
That's not fucking true. There's no way. That guy would have been arrested.
Well,
Well, he wouldn't have been arrested. He
You're
would have
in-
just been banned
you're
from
in
the
you're in a sex shop, Ryan. I mean,
Ryan, you can physically walk into a store, grab something, and walk out, and they can't do anything
Like,
to you.
We
they're
really
minimum
can't.
they're minimum wage employees, Ryan. They don't get paid enough to care.
Yeah, we don't actually get paid enough to give a shit about what the fuck you do.
And so they just deep cleaned everything that he touched in the store.
Damn. What the?
Yeah. And then she was talking about because they have like a whole BDSM section. I was like, this section is the worst. And she's like, you can hit yourself with those. And I was like, no, I don't believe that. And then she said, you should hit yourself with one of the silicone whips because they hurt the most. So then I whipped my fucking hand and I was like, that fucking hurts. She's like, you want one that hurts worse? And I was like, no, but because you offered. And then she got one that had like that was like made of metal except for the very front of it that was like a silicone hand with like
What
digits
the-
on it. And then I whipped my own hand and my hand went numb.
Jesus. What the fuck? They sell weapons there. What the fuck?
Yeah. So, I now remember doing that. Now that
Did you give yourself a safe word?
I didn't think about it. I think after
Safe word is please, God, no.
Ah!
fuck. Yeah. So yeah, I just
Stop!
His safe word is "Dear God, please help me."
so yeah, I did that. I know this is off topic, but blame Dimitri because he showed us his
Yeah.
flashlights.
The
I'm
safe word
always
is
winning
keep
each other.
going.
I want to be a bodybuilder. He does absolutely nothing about it.
He wants to be
He
a
goes-
bodybuilder.
No, he
and
just
he's-
complaining like I don't like college. He's just like, then why the fuck did you come here?
Well, for
No
the
one
pu-
likes college. They
Will.
go
Yeah,
because
no
they
one
have
fucking
to.
likes
Will,
No, you
Yeah.
don't. Just do what you do. Just pick something you're confident in and do it. That's all you need to do.
Will, he went for the pussy. What do you?
Yeah, he didn't get anything.
And that's
Try.
that's
Damn, that's
all that
actually
matters.
sad.
and that's the funniest part.
that's the
that's-
saddest
And that's
part.
the
Yeah.
funniest part.
Yeah,
Didn't
little,
even get any
I'm just
pussy.
$70,000
Little do
in
we-
debt, and I didn't do the one thing I wanted to do.
little do we all know, the only pussy bodybuilders get are the beta males that come to talk to them about their workout routines.
Yeah. So, I'll get back on track because we all hate Dimitri and well, he distracted us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
he didn't want to join.
yeah, I mean I've offered to let him join. That D&D is actually.
I don't believe you.
I did offer to have him join. And then he said
What'd he say?
D&D's for a bunch of fucking nerdy gay cucklords, and then he blocked me.
All right, well, invite him to play some cock. That's for not nerdy.
Don't worry, I'll get him. I'll let him play Venomenaga. I'll let him play Venomenaga in this campaign, and that'll convince him. Okay, so after you all busy finish dressing for success, except for BB, who's standing there looking at all of you like, what the fuck? What is
Slap
happening?
a hat on BB as we're leaving.
Okay.
No, I'm taking it off.
No.
But you know,
Super
notably,
glue it on.
now that I'm BB, as you're like standing there watching all these idiots like get dressed and think of like the best fashion for Nugget, you can like just as you're standing around, like randomly you can hear like clicking in the back of your head, and then like sounds of like a like soft whirring coming from inside, and after like 3 or 4 seconds, like the clicking stops and the whirring like slowly ceases as well.
Odd.
Yeah, and it's not happening like frequently. It maybe happened like twice in the span of like 30 seconds, where it was very quick where it came on, and then the soft whirring came into play and turned off, and then about like 15 seconds after again, and then the soft whirring came into play.
I scratched my head.
Yeah, you take your hand and you like put it on the back of your head, and you feel around, and you try to see like maybe if there's like something like coming loose, and you're feeling around, but you can't you don't actually feel anything like on the outside.
Hey, Ori.
What?
I'm gonna bend down to his level and like shoot him in the back of my head. You check.
I'm gonna look at the back of his head.
Yeah. So you look at the back. You look at the back of his head. Roll me an investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah.
7.
Great.
With the big 7, you're examining, and you take your hand, you're like running it on like the back of of just his head, trying to figure out like what there could be. No, like when you get towards like near the back of the head, near towards like where it would meet with the neck, your claws actually do kind of like hitch on something.
Nothing.
Oh, sorry. What'd you say, Keith? No,
Oh no, I was. There is something on the back of his neck where like his neck and his.
yeah, like where his neck and his head would meet. Like as you're running along, like your claws just like very faintly, like you can feel them like slowly like get caught on something before like continue to rub your hand across, trying to see like what he's talking about.
Whatever that was, I'm gonna try and pop it open.
What?
Okay.
I've detached his head,
Yeah,
guys.
you've ripped his head off his fucking body. Roll me a. Actually, I guess for you, BB. When you feel Ori like nick at whatever this thing is, you can feel it, and internally, you can basically the equivalent of an alarm going off is ringing when he nicks at whatever this opening is.
Ow.
Oh well, I mean, are you still gonna try, Keith? Or
I'm still gonna try, I
Okay.
guess.
yeah, you go back. Roll me and
I'll use my Tinker's tools to like unscrew.
yeah, you know what? Then roll me your like acrobatics with advantage. 'Cause you got Tinker's tool. That'll be like pry it open, or just like strength with
I-
advantage.
Should I not just roll the Tinker's tool?
Yeah, no, I guess you could just roll Tinker's tool. And if you want to stop him, because you do feel that like something. That
You
is,
do
like,
feel
opening-
that this is not something that should be happening.
Yeah, not something that should be open.
Fine, I'll power through.
Okay. Yeah, you
I died before I can die.
yeah, exactly. He's fine with dying again. You pop open the back of where the mechanism is, and there's a very small compartment, and immediately when you pop this thing open, BB, you completely fall lifeless to the floor.
Oh god.
Oh, I killed him. Oops.
And out pops very like quickly, landing right in your hand, this weird chip that is covered in a red gooey liquid.
Why me? Why is it?
Oh, this. Ooh, dude.
Why do I
I'm gonna put the chip back in and close them back up.
Again, this does look exactly like.
See this happening?
Yes, you see it. Everyone's right there.
What the fuck?
He asked me to do this, guys.
What?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he just ripped out him. That's him right there. That little fucking thing that you have.
You know what? I'm gonna make another wooden doll and I'll put. Maybe you know a wooden doll.
BB, you're not made of wood. We're repurposing your body. BB, you're going to work at the sex shop forever.
Put him in like a mech. If we get like a mech, we build him like a mech or something.
Why is there red goo on my CPU?
Should I clean off the goo or does the goo look important?
Roll me investigation. Or I guess anybody that wants to, because you all see as soon as like Ori
I don't
touches
know.
something. Yeah, as soon as Ori touches something on the back of BB, he fucking clunks just right out. Like as hard as you've ever heard something hit the floor, this hit it like 3 times harder. He fell that fast. He was 1 second he was up and alive, and the next second he was out like a light.
What the fuck? Why did you do that?
He asked me to do it.
So just Nugget wants to. If anybody else wants to like roll investigation, see like, because Ori's trying to like examine whatever this thing is.
Yeah,
I'll examine.
investigate.
Okay. Oh, that's fucking good. Yeah, definitely. Jonesy with that nat 20. Ori, you walk over to Ori and you're like, Ori, what the fuck? What the fuck? And you're just like very confused at what happened. And Ori's like, no, listen. He's like defending himself and showing you what happened. And you get down and you like look at this chip and you can see that same red breathing liquid that you all are way too fond of, and just for all the wrong reasons. Like nearly coating this entire thing. Like there's almost a complete film over the entire thing. And then around that, like it almost like some of it kind of like seeps off into like onto like Ori's hand as it just like is sitting there, but it's keeping its shape pretty well around the around whatever this chip item is. And you even go and you investigate like what Ori was doing, and you like look at the back of BB's neck where the head meets the neck. And you see that open like hole, and very faintly, because again there's no obvious signs of like there's no like light in here, and it's like all the mechanisms that you can like see, or like all the robotics that's like put into this are just are very foreign. You've never like studied any of this, like, but you do realize when looking in that there is like a mix of the two like fluids, some like dark black fluid that like runs through some of like the compartments alongside, like getting mixed in with that same red mass that you've grown oh so unfond of.
I want to rip off all the red shit off the chip.
So
Can try like, using
Use my claws.
I'm just
to scrape
gonna
it off.
listen. I'm just gonna put it back in.
gonna
I don't
say,
think that's a good idea.
if you break it,
I'm not gonna.
If you break it, you break
I just want to
BB.
take off the goo.
well, it's like again, it's formed like a complete film, right? Like it's a glossy film. Like,
All right, yeah. So it seems to be part of
I'll
it.
scratch it off.
oh yeah, that's a good fucking idea. With your claws and fur, and put the fur inside the computer.
All right, I'm just gonna push him back, and I'm gonna
I'm not gonna
put
get
it back
fur
in.
everywhere.
I'm putting it back in.
Prestidigitation the chip.
Yeah, you can
No,
try.
no, I'm not gonna let him do that. I'm
Fucking
putting it
get
back
that goo
in.
off.
You put it back in the slot, and you quickly like jam the thing shut. And again, this
Hold
chip.
on, blow on the
Yeah, blow on the cartridge.
first.
Blow on the cartridge first. Blow on the cartridge.
Yeah, I'll blow on it.
You do.
Get out some of that cleaning fluid or whatever. Rub it between the little prongs.
Yeah, lick it. Make sure it tastes good.
I'll eat it, and then I'll.
And you do manage to put it back in. And at first, like, you put it in, or you try to put it in, and it just doesn't go in, and you try again, it doesn't go in, and then you turn it around to the other side, and then it goes in for whatever reason.
It was in the wrong way.
It's
It
not-
was a
it
USB stick.
Exactly. It went in the wrong time the first time, but when you put it in, when you like flipped it upside down, even though there's no like good determination for like up or down with this thing, it does pop in, and you quickly like close the panel, and all of you can now like readily hear like a loud like coming from inside, as if something's like trying to turn on.
All right,
He's
Grab
just
it back
booting
out,
up.
put it back in
yeah,
again.
He's just
Okay,
booting
he's
up.
gotta wait for his OS to.
Yeah, to come on. And again, you hear like you hear a very loud like clicking noise, before probably 2 full minutes pass with like nothing
PlayStation
happening.
1 startup sound.
Yeah, boom. But eventually, BB, your eye does, like a light flickers from across like your screen basically, and the eye does open, and like almost like a system check pops up for the briefest of seconds, and that you can see, and you've never really seen this screen before. At least not that you can.
Because what language would you like the operating system to run in?
French.
And,
Right.
he sees French now.
yeah, he sees all in French, and whenever you talk, everyone talks in French. For only BB. But you do see, like very very quickly, but you kind of commit it all to memory as soon as you see it. It just says, fluid intake compromised.
Oh, gross. I don't know what this is.
Chip undamaged. Motors functioning. Second core functioning. Low power. needs new body.
What the fuck happened to me?
And then
BB's
very-
dying.
And then very quickly, it all that it just like scrolls across the screen. And those are the ones that you can recognize. Because there are other things that it says there, but they are in like that same foreign language that you heard when that man said the code last time. These are the ones that you can like readily recognize.
We gotta put him in a mech.
Am I cautious now?
Yes, you are conscious. You're just looking at the floor.
It's like we
Can I
are gonna have
move?
a wooden beam.
Yes. It like there's a little bit of there's genuine strain when you like have booted up like this after you've been like put out unceremoniously like you just have without knowing what was gonna happen. And
I'll be right back.
you take your arm and with like genuine effort, actually roll me a strength. Try and pull yourself up because like
Strength save or a strength check?
roll me a strength check because you're trying to push yourself off the floor. And 14. I'll say a 14 does it. But like it's pretty excruciating. You've never like felt this powerless before. Like everything in your body is turning on, but it's turning on very slowly. Like it's having some difficulties. Eventually after like 40-50 seconds, closer to a minute, you do feel like you're back to like very at like functional capacity, and you just like you give like a quick like couple jabs forward to like make sure that everything's running, and everything does seem like it is working properly, thankfully.
Okay, I'm gonna look around.
You look around
I'm
and
gonna look down at Ori.
you look down at Ori. He's standing there and he's smiling after he
What
killed you.
did you do?
I did what you asked.
Just gonna stare at him.
Notably,
I have no eyebrows, so I can't emote.
yeah, you can't emote.
Listen, if you need a wooden body, I can build you. You can be the boat.
I'm back.
Think about it.
Wait, what? What's going on?
We're gonna turn him into a boat.
Gonna turn him into a boat.
How?
Just gonna
We're
do
gonna
it
download his operating system into
onto
the boat.
onto the boat.
Then he'll be the boat. And it'll become like a fucking transformer. It'll be a giant
Oh.
wooden mech.
Now this would be fucking pog as shit. You do, about like again, not much time is passing here. But maybe like another 40 seconds goes by. And you do feel like the clicking, but it's no longer like in the back of your head. It's more like it's moving like towards where your chassis is.
I'm not gonna bother. That's not gonna. I'm just fucking dying. Just gonna ignore it for now.
You can open up your chassis. You've done it before. Remember when you
Oh, that's my shot. Yeah, I'll just
It's-
pop it open.
Okay. You've done this before. Like you just look at Ori and you're just like, even though you can't emote, you try to like portray like you know like what the fuck, man? Come on. Why'd you kill me? Why'd you team kill? This is RDM. I'm calling the admin. And you pop
Ori
up-
then disappears. As he's been called into an admin call.
Yeah, he got pulled up with the gravity gun.
What's that? You're role playing on my role play server.
You're role playing on my role plays, not on my role play
Fucking
server.
banned. And you open up your chassis. You just you know exactly where to push and what to pull like at the right times. And like very quickly, you open yourself up and like and some steam kind of like shoots out as everything is like running really quickly internally as to like get you back up to max speed. And when you open up, you see that you see that oh wait, where did it? You see the other core that you had inserted inside of you, like right next to yours. And the light, or like the light that's coming from it is like flickering. Like it's flicking on and then flicking off and then flicking on, and it's like a gentle green color as it's like flicking on and then flicking off.
There's no reset button here, is there?
You actively try to like pick it up and take it out, but it does not get removed as easily as you think that it would.
I'm just gonna close back my chest.
If you would want, there you can roll investigation to see like what else could be happening if you want. You don't have to.
Nope. That's not what I wanted.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna intimidate myself.
Work, damn you!
Work, you piece of shit.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, punches it. And you can see, just again, like this is all. You feel like this is like you've done this before, like locked away somewhere, like in an inaccessible part of you that you just don't know where it is. You don't know what file to open. You remember like you've inspected yourself before, and you run your hand like inside and you start like feeling around, and at first everything feels normal. And you just feel like all of that normal like fluid that usually is like that's usually running through you to make sure that like all of your gears will turn properly. In a case, you actually, when your hand is inside, you can feel that clicking noise, and then you can feel that whirring that's actually audible to like most everyone now, as you feel one of like an internal compartment in your body spinning at like high speeds, and it you feel it on your fingers as like some of the chunks of like that red mass like are getting flicked out.
He's breaking at the seams.
Out of my pores.
What'd you say?
Wait,
Will?
am I just leaking now?
Like it's like there's a part of you that is when everything is like running through the system, like is spinning and like chopping up whatever contaminant is like running through the body to break it down so that it like it's processed and like
Fuck am I?
and you can feel that, and like this feels extremely normal. Like this hasn't happened often, but this isn't freaking you out when this thing is doing this. Like you could tell that everything in you is working as it should, like that your body is doing what it should to make sure that like you will keep running. But when you do put your hand over it, you an actual like little display pops up in front of you.
And the fucking guards are still waiting for it. And Davey's
Yeah, I know.
discovering like how to turn on his fucking OS.
Yeah, exactly. And it just says, and it just says, like, would you like to keep this on?
You want to
Yes.
keep the body on?
Yeah.
Turn off body.
And it actually says, would you like to keep the grinder on?
I'm gonna just type in yes.
Yeah, you type it in, but you do realize that it does also ask like if you would not like to be notified whenever it's happening. You can turn off the clicking noise and like stop hearing like the whirring.
No, do not cancel the warnings.
It's to
Turn
get
off warning system.
yeah, just in case you want to like just ignore that. And also, for a second, like as all of this is getting typed, again, you're just standing there. So if everyone else is like looking at you as your hand is still just like in a part of your body, and they think you just like broke yourself again because you just you just thrust your hand in your own chest. But for you, like everything's moving normally. You can see and hear everything. You're just not moving on the outside, but things are happening to you. And at the very corner, as like everything is like starting to close, you can just see like one unread erupted message as everything closes, and then you can feel like your chassis start to close up.
One unread message. I'm gonna go downstairs and get the guards.
Yeah, you go downstairs.
Stick 'em on the robot.
Go downstairs and open up the door. The guards are like standing like all next to each other. You can actually see one of them like playing rock paper scissors because they haven't got nothing else to do.
Whoa, what the fuck? That's unprofessional.
And as soon as you open the door and they see that they'll get back to attention, they're like, and the guy like runs forward and he's like, oh, hey, well, we just you guys,
We're ready to go.
and he's gonna be like, he's gonna look you up and down and be like, oh, that's a pretty good outfit you got. Wow, is this custom made?
I don't know. Maybe.
And he's just like, oh, well, if all of you are ready, we would be more than happy to get you to Farn's office. The Empress, I imagine, doesn't like to keep waiting, and well, I've tried talking to Mr. Farn like a while, and for the past couple days, and I know how much making her wait makes his life worse. So if you guys are ready to go, and he just like steps aside so you can come out.
I'm gonna yell up to everyone else like, "Come on, let's go!"
I wouldn't want Farn to grieve, so I guess it's best to leave.
And you all start making your way down. Jonesy, you definitely, when you come down, a lot of the guards are like giving you some like eyes, like damn, like
Whoa.
that's like that is like not a suit you'd see. Like
Yeah,
very,
it's totally real.
yeah, exactly, and they're just like,
Someone tries to touch and you like slap away like, no,
Don't.
don't touch.
No touch. No touch.
BB,
That
you do have a
suit.
hat, or he did hand you a hat.
Fuck, god damn it. Take this fucking
I put it on while you were out cold.
He slipped it on the head.
taking off the hat.
No.
Well, no, man, the guards when they saw like you with like only a top hat on, they gave you like some golf claps.
They were like whistling like, whoa, yeah! Whoa, my god, it's so hot!
Mortals. Fucking. You get a single cut and diamond affection, what a fucking loser.
Wow.
Fucking-
Nugget with his ascot,
And Nugget with
and
his,
they start coming.
yeah, Nugget, what did you say about these guards coming as they look at you?
Coming everywhere.
Let me think about this. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, god damn it!
My
I had an
look
idea.
at these cummies. Don't they all look so yummy?
I was gonna say something like coming just at the ascot, but I haven't turned around so you can see what this ass got. I don't know.
That's good. That's
yeah, I'll
good.
allow
Alright, you know
it.
what? I'll keep that.
I'll allow it. That's really good. And you all, like once all of you exit, it doesn't really matter the marching order, but I assume Faye's the last to leave because she's the last one to say anything. So
Yeah. She's too thick.
too ashamed.
She's you know, the suit's tight fit. Gotta like, you know, it's a little tight, a little harder to walk.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna sit down, and the first thing you hear is a loud
Yeah, a
rip,
rip.
noise.
Maybe
Like, I'm sorry, Far.
maybe I'll have that happen.
I doubt he wears the suit, so he won't miss it.
But he will be like, "This
And
he's mending."
And the guards do basically make like a ring around all of you as you were walking, and they're looking like vigilant. They know probably nothing's gonna happen, but it is their job to make sure that like they keep watch and like that you all are safe. And you do make your way to the guild, and it's as well armed as it was last time. Again, you can see next to no adventurers in there. It is mainly all filled with like guardsmen of just like different parts of Lunaris Briar. Whenever you go up the stairs, you can definitely see like a lot more of the well armored guards, and they do ask you for your weapons before you go inside.
Can I?
Not my wand.
Can I?
That's
can
not
I
a weapon.
I don't feel comfortable
So
handing
how many guards are
my
there?
weapon
How many guards are
over.
there?
The guards that are like walking with you, there's 6.
Okay.
And
I will hide my wand at my ass. They can't have it.
So, can Nugget ask the guards? Now I do understand that time is tight, but do any of you have anything I can use to write?
And the guards like look and they just like they feel their clothes and they're just like, and they kind of give you a shrug like, No, we do not keep anything like that on us, and usually if we have reports that need to be made, we go and file them at a... I imagine Mr. Farnley in his office would have something for you if you still require something that has the capability of writing. But, you are going to... We will be in there with you. We will not just be taking your weapons and standing out here. We will be in there with you, but you all holding onto your weapons. But, it is just... The Empress is a very important person.
So I talked to the Empress before holding my weapon. I'll keep it in my pocket. I'm not going to use it, okay? I've got no intention of fucking with anyone, but I'm not handing it over.
I do not see a weapon on you.
That's right.
Yeah, and my wand is not a weapon, it's just a little stick.
It looks like erect evolution. What is this?
Well,
I don't want to click that.
It's an
Hey, what's happening?
Evangelion. Oh no. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Wait, what is...
I've been looking at Ona holes this entire time.
It's not. Yeah. Well, I guess that makes sense. I was gonna say. I was gonna say it's not even of Masato, and I'm like, oh wait, well.
Why would it
Alright,
be?
just forget about it. I just
Wait,
She's
did-
the only
wait,
legal
I found it.
character.
Wait, did Dimitri send me a video of him playing with the Nezuko
Oh.
Musi?
No, he was just telling me about that. He's all like, did he see the? Yeah.
Damn, Dimitri.
He's playing with
Oh,
it.
it's going off.
His dick is inside of it.
Just he's coming right now. I'm watching it in real time.
Whoa.
He's screen
Bro, forward it.
What? No, this is for me. This is for my spank bag.
That material.
He would want us all to share, Brandon.
You could have sent it all to us then.
Yeah, I would have sent it all if you wanted me to share, eh?
Yeah.
He's the ability to.
I've been
He
browsing
sent me a
these and I
message
found a
that said,
frog on a hole.
Send me a message and it said, Brandon will share with you.
Ah, shit. You got me. Well,
I've been browsing these and I
I
found a
don't
frog
mean
one
to taint
too.
my words with meanness, but send me the fucking video of Dimitri's penis.
And after like a while of you like arguing with this guard, eventually you can hear coming from side like a loud like slam on the desk, and you can easily hear that nasally like grinding voice just saying like, "Let those fuckers in here already!"
Oh god.
I forgot that she sounded like that.
Lord, give us strength.
Lord,
And-
give me strength.
What happened? Oh, okay. And he does what he's told. He opens the door. Well, you all walk in, and the other guards stay outside. The ones that escorted you here. But the two that were standing like on guard at the front door walk in with you all after. And you can see her like her fist on the desk as she's like standing up, looking irritated that it took you all this long to get here.
She had to be mad about. We did her dirty work for her and she took the money.
I know, but you gotta remember, she's a fucking asshole.
She's an elf. I don't know if you
She's a dirty elf. Yeah, and she
Gonna sit down.
yeah, and she eventually sits back down and she's like, "Go ahead, take a seat."
I already have.
Talking to everyone else.
All right, then Nugget will sit down.
Power move. I've already sat
You
down.
already sat down. You were one step ahead of her. She actually appreciated that. She smiled when you sat down before she had to tell you too. Are you gonna sit down? She's waiting.
Yeah, I'll sit down.
Say no?
No,
Power
I
play.
won't sit down, Queenie.
And she's again sitting next to Farn. You can see that Farn is just like he looks tired already. He's probably only been to work for like 2 hours, but at this point he's just like he looks like he's ready to go home.
He's openly weeping. He's like, please.
Looks like he's ready to
God."
die.
Yeah, he looks like he's ready to die. He's crying. You can actually see tears building up in his eyes. And she puts her hands behind her head and puts her feet up on his desk, and you can see Farn go like, ugh, and like be a little disgusted by this. You'd like put your feet on his she put her feet on his desk, but not gonna say anything. And she looks to all of you and like leans her head back and just looks at the ceiling for a second. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think any of you idiots were actually gonna be able to do it. When I heard that you actually did, man, the surprise on my face. So, how'd it go?
Went alright.
You actually made. I'm very surprised none of you managed to die. And she kind of points over towards like Yori. She's like, I honestly expected the little one not to come back.
The fuck?
I think the one who was closest to not coming back was Nugget.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna point at Nugget and be like, he's the one who literally like got knocked down.
Wow. Now that's just sad.
Well,
That man is. You are literally made of stone.
Well,
Wow.
while I say I was in pain, by the end of the day, the monster was slain.
It wasn't a monster. Oh, I see why you went down now. You probably didn't know who was the right person to attack, eh? Got a very small brain.
Yeah, we were also getting attacked by a demon that a certain someone summoned.
A demon.
A demon.
I'm gonna push Jonesy for. Oh, I mean, you were all sitting, but you know,
Yeah,
point him out.
you point him out.
I'm gonna throw him under the bus.
What
Oh,
happened?
oh no, don't worry. I know all about that. Trust me. I've been alive a long time. I know all about the summoning stuff.
What? You weren't there? What are you talking about?
Vivi was there.
Oh.
She just said like demons, and she was confused at first. But then like when you pointed out, he was like,
Oh.
she was like, oh, okay, I get it. Like you could, there are people who do that sort of stuff, and she gets it. Oh, classic. So I just want to inform you that I took the liberty of taking what I was owed to get you all these. You're welcome. And she takes out again like these tiny like metal almost keychain like things. And she like flicks them across the desk.
What are
chains?
Yeah,
what
like
are these?
these metal chains that you can like keep on your person or like have attached to your armor physically. And they're like depictions of the mother trade.
What? What is this?
I'm gonna I investigate them.
Yeah, do I know what this is?
Mother tree's the thing that Dreer was telling you guys about, the thing that they say recycles the elves.
Oh. Well,
Jeez.
if they're getting recycled, then they don't mind if, you know, someone uses their body after they're dead, right?
What did you just say, cat? Alright, listen
What
here,
I'm
pussycat.
saying is-
No. What I'm saying is, if you're getting recycled, I need all of the elf. They can't just not be there. How am I gonna recycle something I don't have?
What do you mean? They're already recycled. It's not like I'm you can't unrecycle something.
I don't think I got my point across.
What?
Listen. I remember you talking about wanting to tell me about like necromancy and things, and I don't give a damn what you do to the humans out here. I couldn't give a shit. Dragonborns, kobolds, the damn ugly dwarves. Honestly, couldn't give any less of a fuck.
So what you're saying is it's legal
No.
for everyone other than elves where you live?
I'm just saying I don't care. None of my people are gonna come back to me and tell me you've done it within my forest. But if you go around killing people without any reason,
So it's
or any of my
legal.
god,
then.
no. I'm just saying if you go around harassing any of my people, oh, there will be so quickly a hunt for every elf in the forest for your poor pussy ass.
So you wouldn't mind making necromancy legal then?
I'm not
as long
making.
as it doesn't mess with, you know, anybody.
I'm not gonna make it legal. I'm just if it's not
I
reported to
mean-
me, I'm just not gonna care. I'm not gonna go out of my way to fucking patrol the streets. I'm a busy person.
So, can you make it legal?
No,
Why not?
because this shit doesn't just go through me. Furball.
Well, I mean, you have control over a lot of stuff.
Yeah, where all of my
So,
elves are
like-
and where we set up our shops.
So,
But-
like, could you make it legal?
No,
Jesus.
What do you not understand about there's more people than just me in this goddamn world, furball?
I'm saying the places you control, you could make it legal.
I'm not gonna make it legal because then the goddamn what the fuck is his name? Goddamn fucking Pindick Dwarf.
Who?
The Pindick Dwarf, dumbass.
He's not dead.
Oh,
Oh,
I
my
started the one that took us there. The Gorlock or something.
Aguilar? So
Chase, your mic
is.
is fucked.
Chase, you got ugly mic.
Funny Mike?
You got funny mic.
Oh, you get.
Who
And
who
then
is
he
this
never came
dwarf
back.
you're talking
He's
about?
gone.
Oh, he died.
Is it going alright?
There you go.
Yeah,
You fixed
no.
it. You got it.
Okay, okay. I completely forgot that you were. I thought you were talking about the big elf that brought us there. I forgot you
No,
said
no,
He said
dwarf.
dwarf.
Yeah,
Just said it.
Trying to throw Dreer under the bus?
Dreer. That's what his
Is
name
Dreer
was.
here? Is Dreer in the room?
You don't readily see him in the room. There are guards in this room, and again, just her being in the room is enough to deter most from trying anything usually. So
For sure, Dre's behind the one and only shadow in this room somewhere.
yeah, he's actually he rolled a nat 20 on stealth. He's actually on the couch with you. You just don't see him. That's how good he is.
We're sitting on him right now. We don't even notice.
Yeah, nuggets right on his face, ass right on the face.
He's that fucking stealthy.
And then she you see like the little light bulb come on. She like flicks her nails and she's like, "All right, Snaggle, whatever the hell his name is. Fire, beard of the dwarven. I don't fucking care. And listen,
What does he have to do with anything?
because there are more people than me that make the rules. If I start making rules without putting it through where what everybody would want, then they're gonna get on my ass, and then I'm gonna have to deal with their bullshit all day, and I already don't want to be here.
So what if I
Give it to everyone else.
Convince
Get other
him
people
as
on your
well.
team. Get other people on your team, and I don't give a shit. I'll sign over to whatever it wants as long as it doesn't affect my people.
Alright.
Queen.
Keep that in mind.
The queen, she has more pull than most others. You could try her.
I might just have to do that.
Arima is a little bit more approachable, I guess you could say. Hasn't been alive as long as I have, so I guess she just doesn't realize how awful everything is. So who knows? Maybe you could try with her. But again, I'm not just gonna say that something's legal now because then they're gonna be on my asses. And genuinely, the dwarves are having more of a problem than we are. Oh, by the way, and then she holds her hand out. You all have what I need, don't you?
What?
If I do understand, are you asking for the hand?
No, I know you don't have that. That thing Jacques gave you.
Who?
The charm thing.
Jacques.
Jacques?
Yeah, that's his name, Jacques.
Whoever has the charm, just give it to.
Now, if I were to give you this charm, could you get me an audience with the queen?
I wasn't really asking for it. I'm demanding it. Hand it over.
Wait,
But you know, it is in my possession.
I'm gonna punch
It is
Jonesy.
One of
I'm
my
gonna-
possessions.
I'm punching Jonesy. I
I'm
don't care.
doing you. I mean, I got this. Worry.
God damn it.
Oh, does that
hits.
hit Jonesy?
Yes,
Oh.
that hits.
Uh,
I'm a
8
wizard.
bludgeoning damage.
Just
And-
gonna
and-
punch her.
Yeah, you jab him in the arm real quick, and he rubs his shoulders, and she's like, "Well, I'm glad the one that was literally built to take orders knows how to follow them." Listen,
Well,
I'm already giving.
I'll give you this, but like, can you get me an audience with the queen, anyways?
You think I can
You
just get
already
you?
have one?
Listen, I'm not gonna just. I can't. I could try, but I'm genuinely not. I don't care.
Like how Jonesy's
Listen,
just all like,
I imagine-
Can you get me to the manager? Can you bring me the manager?
Can I speak to your manager?
Listen, I imagine she's already going to talk to you. The fact that you took out the dissolver, I imagine once it gets down the pipelines, And then Farn like tries to he holds up his finger like he's gonna say something, and she just like turns to him. And she's like, "Did I say you could speak? Jesus fucking Christ! Wait your fucking turn, musclehead."
That's pretty mean.
Uh,
It's not very nice.
I want to punch him
God,
again.
man's Man's got fucking meat for brains. As I was saying, and she keeps her hand forward. Give it.
Yeah, I'll throw it to her.
Yeah, she catches it, and looks it over. You guys didn't try to make a copy of this, did you?
I already have it memorized in my head.
That's fine. You would have learned about it sooner or later if you actually got to talk to the queen. Or if you went to the upper district, you would have seen them everywhere. Most people don't see them around here, though. Hell, only some of my elves even know about them. And she takes the charm in again, makes sure that it's okay, and then she pockets it.
Who are those guys, anyways?
Oh. Well, I call them the No Elves.
That's it? That's all you know about them?
No,
Do they have a real name?
You know, we all didn't really come up with a name for them. It was more of an idea for us.
What do they do?
They serve the people.
That's what that guy did say, but they might serve the people, but I'm sure they get their orders from somebody.
Yeah, from us.
Higher. Ah, okay.
Well, who else would use them?
Why didn't you send them in to kill the Dissolver instead, then?
Well, you see, those are our people, and we trained them for a long time to get them where they are.
So you don't feel confident in them, is what you're saying?
Oh no,
You're
it's
saying-
just it's a lot easier to throw 100 of you nobodies at it than it is any of those people, because you've already put so much money and magic into them.
I get it. We're just better. In every way.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
one of
believe me.
them's dead, so you know.
What do you mean they're dead? What happened?
He seemed to trip on his cape and fell into the portal.
And she like stands up and she's like, "What do you mean he?" Oh, I know who
It's
it was.
hilarious.
It was. I think they were calling him like Timmy.
Oh yeah, that was the. Oh. Oh, you know, I genuinely never thought he was gonna make it. I'm so. You know what? That just reminds me. I won a bet.
Man, I should have been in on this bet.
Oh, it was.
Really?
I would have won.
Apparently, a lot of people had bets on Timmy.
Wait, really? Did you catch anybody else's name?
Just Timmy.
Oh, damn. I would love to know who else bet on the right side. Oh, that's funny. How did it happen? Please tell me the idiot walked up and then, like, did some weird exotic gesture. He would always, like, do this weird pose and then, like, oh.
He just like tripped on his cape and fell in.
It's weird. Yeah, he just kind of.
Not really surprised with that dunderhead. You know, really, we only let him pass because it was kind of funny. We genuinely kept, all the people kind of kept him around just to laugh at how incompetent he was. He was a good soldier, like, he knew how to fight. But man, was he clumsy. Oh, so the fact that he fell in. Queenie might not be happy about that. I remember she's the one that really wanted him to pass. Well,
For the queen.
oh,
Sadly, his feet he couldn't control. He tried to grab the hand and fell into the hole.
alright, what are you saying to me? You mind? Don't fucking speak to me in tongues, Igneous.
Whoa.
That's a rock. That's a kind of
That's
rock.
racist. That's fucking
Well,
racist.
it's,
as fuck.
Whoa.
That was like a
let me-
really, really bad.
Whoa,
That
can
was
you
a
just
good
call me a type of rock,
rock.
bro?
I can't
It's like
believe you
a
called him
racial
a type of
slur for
rock.
rock people.
That's what I said. It's sedimentary.
You take that back, you
It's a-
fucking whore.
You take that
I-
back, you
I-
fucking whore, or I will throw you out that door.
Forgive me, forgive me, Empress. I surely don't play, for I must rhyme for the rest of the day.
No, seriously, this is annoying.
Said you didn't rhyme it.
And rhyme.
Please don't be mad. Please don't have a fit. I really
Think you're a bitch.
I'm
Promise I'm gonna get over
I
it.
assure you, I can't control it.
And she like the look in her face. She's not. This isn't funny to her.
Listen, Nugget, just stop rhyming, and
This
then
isn't-
when you fall over dead,
This isn't.
she'll realize
This
I'm
isn't.
serious.
This isn't funny to her. And she stands up and she like looks over you. She's like, "Do you think that this is a game?"
Nugget, just say something in a sentence. Just one time.
I don't care to hear all of these nice children's rhymes that you're coming up with, putting it in your $2 book that you'll never be able to sell because nobody will buy it. Don't rhyme. Speak to me like a normal fucking person.
This is no habit. This is no game. I have a curse. I must rhyme, or I will feel pain.
Just feel the pain, Nugget.
Yeah, and she looks kind of pissed the fact that you're still doing it. She doesn't get the bit.
Nugget was afflicted with a curse in our fight against the Dissolver, and his curse is to keep rhyming. And if he doesn't rhyme, he takes some big brain damage.
He has brain damage.
And she like
He has brain damage.
His brain damage.
You
From the
understand
Dissolver
that.
fight. He can't help it.
yeah, and she kind of like looks over. She kind of like looks over to you very slowly, because you're stepping up for him. And she looks
Like
back.
Nugget is sweating really hard trying to come up with a bunch of rhymes.
Yeah. No, you're sweating. She's just like looking over you. Oh, is that so?
And Nugget's gonna shake his head up and down.
You mean nod your head up and down?
I guess nod his head up and down.
Take it
But he's-
off.
his
but he's-
head.
Shake it
but
up and
he's
down.
But
really-
nodding his head is not speaking.
But he's
therefore
really,
he takes
he's
damage.
just really nervous, so he's shaking really hard.
Mm-hmm. Something in his offer did, I presume.
No, it
I'm
was
gonna-
that
I'm gonna-
portal.
I'm gonna shake my head no.
Oh, must have been something that happened too close to the portal, weren't you?
And then I'm gonna look down and like look all somber, and then I'm gonna slowly nod my head.
He starts openly weeping.
It's alright, Shale. You're not the brightest one, I can definitely tell that.
Ryan, stop.
Oh, what's Ryan doing? What Ryan do?
He's still looking at Oni.
Looking at more Ono holes. Ooh.
I'm super interested.
Oh, somebody followed the stream. Thanks for following. Carnage_2_7.
That's
Carnage
Dimitri.
underscore two underscore seven.
Underscore
Dimitri,
Yeah.
get your fucking ass in here.
Is he
Tell
in?
us
Is he-
about your.
Yeah, tell us about your Ono hole, Dimitri.
They're on a
Well,
whole.
yeah,
of,
If somebody wants to invite it, if
zodiac
somebody wants to
signs.
invite him to the call, I mean, you're more than welcome
He's,
to.
he's away right now.
Oh, that fucking dumb. That dumb.
Well, Adam anyway.
Yeah, Adam. Anyway, he'll probably
Okay.
answer.
He's on his phone.
Oh, he's on his phone.
Oh, he got off.
God fucking
Oh.
it, he sucks. This is why I hate Black.
Oh!
Don't worry,
Yeah.
we got Will here. It's okay.
Yeah, Will's
Will's
here.
We can make jokes like
Yeah, this is why we have Will as our
it's our
second
token black friend.
token Black friend, so we can make these jokes.
I'm
Oh fuck, Will, you're not supposed to tell them.
Yeah, you can't tell them, Will. That goes against your code.
burning all the
On
meat
track.
Chinese people. I just don't.
Yeah, well, we don't have Chinese people here, so we're allowed to make fun of them. Like, what's China gonna do? Fucking cancel me? I'll just say no.
What are they gonna do? Talk to us? They
I'll-
can't speak human.
And they can't speak human, and as soon as I say the words Tiana, they're all their internet's gonna die.
Mal's great leap.
So I mean, I'm not scared of them. And the Empress like the Empress eventually like gives you a pat on the shoulder, and just
Now I'm in the shower.
say, "Did we ask? Get in here, fucker, dumbass."
He's using the Ono right now in the shower.
I bet.
And eventually she goes and sits back down, and then she still looks at you because this is pretty funny to her. She's like, okay, hey, you know, so what happens if you don't rhyme?
It's a little hard to explain, but if I don't, my brain feels pain.
Hmm. And she's like rubbing at like the base of her chin with her like fingers. That is interesting. Why'd you run at it? You saw some big breathing portal and you decided, oh, I'm gonna go jump in it before one of your friends stopped you.
Brain fucker. What the?
Oh no,
the
no,
brain-
it's okay.
That's the brain
Take-
fucker mini.
Take your time, Rocco.
Whoa,
Rocco.
another
I
racial
did-
slur. Holy shit.
I didn't know the
Told him
range I thought it would
Rocco.
miss. I swear to you, ma'am, that I didn't notice.
I don't count that.
What? What do you mean? Miss with notice?
Oh, I didn't hear you say Mace.
Oh.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'll
No,
allow
I-
it.
Tis.
I'll allow it. It's on the fringe, but I'll allow it.
Okay.
And then again, she's like, this is pretty funny. The fact that you've been cursed to rhyme. And then she kind of like turns to Farm and like with force, genuinely like mashes with her elbow, like mashes him on like the side of the arm, and she's like, "Can you believe this, meathead? Oh, imagine having to rhyme for how long is it? The rest of your life?"
Only for the rest of the day, I'd say.
Oh, that's a lot less funny. Hoping to be cursed for the rest of your life. Man, imagine if you met more people like me that just hate whatever you're doing. Just your whole deal, really. What's with the, genuinely the whole getup? Why is everyone else dressed so much better than you? The robot looks better and he's naked.
Yeah, I haven't succeeded.
And Farin, like before you can answer, is just like, Empress, if you don't, what do you want? Jesus Christ! Can't you see my meeting with them is going underway? You're cutting into their valuable time. It's like, it's just that it's that the money that I don't want you to forget about what they're owed, and it's just you've already taken their. And he's just like, oh, right. I guess you are useful for something besides doing absolutely fucking nothing and being a large-ass paperweight.
That's mean.
Yeah, has she ever said one nice thing to any of you? And she walks over to one of her guards, who's been who's just been standing with his back against the wall, and he pulls out something from like under his cape, and he hands it to her, and it is a very large bag of just clinging coins. And she tosses it to whoever's sitting in the middle. You know what? She's gonna toss it at Jonesy because he's the one who wanted this meeting. So 5,000.
Yeah, buddy.
5,000 gold coins. I already took the liberty of taking my fee and getting you all these insignia so that the elves will not tear you to fucking bits and give you shit if ever you want to come through.
That's
what this is?
I just thought she got us keychains.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's...
Oh, I guess that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, you see, well, we've had a bit of a bad run-in with a lot of the people that like to mess with us elves. started with that star fucker, whatever his name was. And he did a real number on all of us.
Star Lord?
No, I don't remember. That one gang, whatever they're called now. The survivors or whatever.
Ah, the Olden survivor.
Yeah, the people that appreciate that dude that fucked the star or something.
Yeah, the Star King.
There you
What do
go.
they call him?
The
Something
star
like that.
fucker, yeah. Yeah, well, he wasn't the nicest to us elven people, and he much enjoyed getting other races along for the lynching squads. Damn near took more than half of my forest away.
Oh.
So, rightfully, we're not very much trusting of these people that decided they want to come in and do things without our consent. So
Well,
I
you know,
give
that,
you...
that was the Oltons. You know, no one here is an Olton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm just supposed to believe that. You
We
can never
look crazy.
You can never be too sure. That dumb pile of rocks right there has to rhyme for 24 hours. If I call that crazy.
You know,
You know,
fair enough.
I need to ask. Because this is hurting my brain. Do you think in rhymes now? Let's know if you think in rhymes.
I
You
know,
think
I
it
know.
Is that part of the curse? He only has to speak in rhymes. He doesn't have to think in rhymes.
I do have to speak in rhymes, and Nugget is indeed trying to really, he's trying to think, he is thinking,
He's thinking
while,
of rhymes, and he's like, well, does that mean I think in rhymes, or do I?
God damn it. My.
Alright, clearly this is
wait,
too
hold
big
on,
brain
hold
of a
on.
question.
I just thought about it, man. God damn it.
Moving on.
They know. And then just
Say no, take the damage.
My thoughts don't rhyme, but to find them takes time.
Mm-hmm. Could've just said no, would have been funnier. Yeah, but keep those on you, or don't. I don't care. They require a lot of money. But if ever you get to any of the Elven Village and you show those to them, well, at least you'll be able to buy things there, or you'll be able to get a room for the night. Obviously, you gotta pay for the room, but none of the elves will try and kill you in your sleep. Best I can do for you, really.
good. You make elves seem like savages.
Yeah, elves sound kind of crazy.
Yeah, well, we've had a long history of just people not treating us right. Usually for us living 10 times longer than them, and obviously knowing more because we've lived longer. And telling people you're right usually gets you a lot of hate from a lot of people.
I bet.
And it sucks because we are right, and then we have to listen to all these pebblers that can barely figure out how to make woodwork. Debate the right color for the fucking nobody cares. Make it brown. Nobody's gonna care. Oh, it's infuriating. I had
Quite infuriating.
oh man, I had one other question, but my age is getting up to me. What was it again? If any of you had questions for me while I'm trying to think, I'll allow you to ask them.
No.
Well, as soon as you look like you're gonna pipe up, she points to you, except you.
Oh, okay.
I'll do that. Okay.
Just want to hear. Let's hear as minimum rhymes out of you as possible.
Yeah.
And she's sitting there thinking. So if anybody else has a question for her. Oh, and you can divvy up the golds. It's 1,000 per person. So.
Ooh.
It's
Ooh.
1,000 per person.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. Oh wait, yeah, it's 5,000.
yeah, it was 10,000, so it would have been 2,000 per person. But
Yeah.
But she's a greedy bitch.
she is a greedy bitch.
Um.
I'm gonna take my 1,000.
Take 1,000 out of the bag and you pocket it. All right, I was gonna say. Oh, actually, maybe I don't want to ruin the surprise now that I think about it. Hey, you know what? I don't care. It'll be funny when the surprise is ruined, and the look on Arima's face will be so funny. Your dumb dwarf friend. He's in town.
Ugh.
We already knew that.
Oh, good.
How did we know? No, we didn't know that.
Didn't
We knew he
we?
was coming. We didn't know he
We
was
knew he-
here.
Yeah, you knew he was coming, but again,
I assume.
whether or not he knew he was here or was coming, she's fine with either one. And she's like, I think cause him and the queen have been real nice with each other. I heard she actually weaned him off the bottle. Imagine a dwarf being weaned off the bottle.
That's not possible.
That's
What a-
basically a death sentence.
How'd she manage to do that? I didn't think anyone could pry Aguinar from his problem.
I didn't ask. I didn't care. If anything, I figured the Firebeard or whatever the hell he still calls himself, I figured he would have taken him into his arms. Seems like the queen snagged him up first, though. Poor bastard. I can only imagine what she did to him to get him off the bottle.
She's talking about Hank.
I'm talking about Aguinar.
Because you said Firebeard, and I guess Aguinar would have a red beard.
Well, it's King Drogsnaggle is named Firebeard.
Who?
King Drogsnaggle, the dwarf king,
Oh.
the Firebeard of Ora.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she just says that she figured that the dwarf king would have wanted added him to the ranks because
Hey, Dimitri.
it's Dimitri here.
Yeah.
Dimitri,
Oh.
how many liters did you come with your Nezuko Musi?
Musi.
Why are you calling it a mussy?
I don't know. That's what he called it. He called it a mussy, so I'm calling it a mussy.
I want one now.
Oh, 1, 2.
I've been looking at Ono holes this
He's
entire
just-
time.
He's just,
Playing it.
he's just, what's an Ono hole?
Birthday's
I
coming
found a
up, boys.
brain. I found a brain Ono hole where you fuck a brain.
Oh,
Yeah,
And then I
I
found a
will-
I found a
I-
boob one where it's a boob and you fuck a boob. It's literally just one boob.
I've seen
It's a
those
singular
brain ones
boob.
before. Those look cool.
He's too shy.
He's,
And then I
he's too
found
busy.
I found one that's just like it looks like a bottle. But
Oh.
it's like a transformer and it transforms
Oh.
to a fucking Ono hole.
Now-
It's insane.
Now that's awesome. And she does continue. And she's like, so I'm surprised that he didn't take a man with the folds. As you all know, I imagine I might as well tell you this as well because you're already here. And well, my time looks like it's up spending with you assholes. But I'll at least give you some more information where I go. Jacques isn't the only one, obviously, and there are more people like him. If ever you see strange insignia you've never seen before, just know that, I guess you can call them the Conglomerate's Army.
The Conglomerate's army?
Yeah, I said it.
Is
You
that,
didn't need to repeat it. Unless you
that
didn't
what-
fucking hear me, then you could just ask.
is she talking about the Capitan?
Yeah, the man who gave you the, that thing that you handed to her.
The man that gave me the thing?
The Jacques.
That
The-
guy.
The guy who came and took the hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Those,
okay.
yeah, those people.
One came
Okay.
into a hand.
Yeah.
The people who came to take the hand from Yob.
Ugh.
The Conglomerate's Army.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you know, we're pretty important people, and, well, sometimes regular guards just don't, they don't cut it. Genuinely. As in, they're not trained well. Trained to apprehend people like that kobold over there that are about 2 inches tall, and a strong breeze could keep them off their feet. So, we found it best, and we all came to agreement that if we were to train people, at least we'd have an army to help us if things are going bad. Like, let's say, for a certain dwarven king whose people are going missing at an alarming rate. That's where most of them have been recently, trying to figure out the whole deal with that. Although they don't ever leave, like, the upper district. I wouldn't imagine unless they're on a mission from one of us. And they don't ever leave unless it's deadly important. That if something like, I don't know, let's say, an artifact that made a powerful paladin go and kill his entire... That made a powerful paladin go and kill his entire people. You know, they usually get sent over things like that to make sure that they don't fall into human or civilian hands.
Human hands? What do you mean? What do you mean? Was that a Freudian slip? Huh?
Well, yeah, because I also wouldn't want them in elf hands either. You know how bad that'd look if one of my elves got a hold of that and then it was the elven dissolver or the elf dissolver of something. You know how bad that'd look on me? At least with Arima, at least people are giving her shit for letting the dissolver run rampant and not sending anybody after it until you losers.
Well, we won, so we're winners.
Yeah, I know. Still losers in the... Yeah, but you might be winners in some things, but in like the whole cosmic grand scheme of things, probably might mean as much as about a tick.
Well, why did you send us then? Like, I mean, we got the job done.
I sent you because it was convenient and I could easily manipulate you to do it. For fear of taking your lives from you, so either the dissolver took them, or I got to.
That's not very nice.
But if you assumed we were gonna die, wouldn't it just be more effective to send someone who you think would have been able to kill him in the first place?
Genuinely a drop in the hat. If your blood was to be spilled, other people will take up the quest.
I mean, maybe, but you spent about 5 minutes yelling at us to go kill the dissolver. That's 5 minutes you could have spent doing something else.
Oh, trust me, I wish I was.
Then why didn't you?
Well, because someone had to go take him out. Our armies were busy. And you wanted me to just go peruse the street and just grab any random schmo I see with the sword. At least you all were a group that managed to sneak into my forest without me knowing. Apparently in your snake friend somewhere, wherever he's ran off to, still haven't managed to find him. So if you're good enough to sneak by me and all my elves in getting here. Maybe somewhere in the back of my head I figured, hey, if they were able to sneak in without me noticing, who knows, maybe they could do it. Or not, and then it was just a fluke. But I see now that it wasn't a fluke.
Oh.
Yeah, and then she enjoys like sitting down. She actually picks up like a cup and starts like taking sips out of it. Let's see. Told you about Jacques. I don't know. You'll probably see him again if you're unlucky. Oh yeah. About your dwarven dickhead being here. He's actually here. He was walking around the oh, my throat. Fuck, my voice sucks. Yeah, he was walking around the Loftier district a little while ago. Venus walking around with the queen herself. Before they headed.
Whoa.
Don't get any ideas, pussyfoot. Wasn't anything like that. They went on some sort of date. He was just one of the people he's one of the guards that were also escorting her. Who knows, maybe it was a date in some fucked up way. Imagine a dragonborn and a dwarf fucking.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Wait, the queen is a dragonborn?
Well, yeah. Her mural's right outside. Have you never opened your fucking feline eyes for once in your goddamn life?
I didn't know this. I didn't
We've
know.
seen the mural.
Yeah, you've seen it. It's outside. It's on the wall with all the other ones.
I don't know what fucking queen. There's so many different queens and empresses and stuff around. Like, I don't know.
There's genuinely, I think it was 6. Nice. No,
It's too
it's
many to fucking keep track of.
and she looks at you. She's like, "There's genuinely 7. There's the Dragonborn Queen. There's, what was his name? John Fear. The man who runs the Alden Capital now, or the man and wife that run the Alden Capital, John Fear. There's the Mightbreaker himself, the ruler of the Orc and Goblin tribes. Mightbreaker's pretty cool. If ever he's the one who gets to snap your back, you'll at least know I'll put money on not you guys. I'm absolutely betting against you if ever you have to go against him. Man's built like the earth. Man's built like the earth has been crushing him since the day he was born, and he's still holding the earth up.
Well, it's a good thing we'll never meet him ever.
Probably not.
Ever.
The lesbians, the dumbass birds,
What?
Since my birth, I've also been made out of earth.
the birds, Pickle Pea and Pumperum. They talk and it's really annoying, then they finish each other's sentences all the goddamn time. They're like, hey, by the way, and then the other one goes, did you know? And then the other one goes, that I like, and then the other one goes, you, and it's so fucking annoying.
Sounds very annoying.
They finish each other's sandwiches.
Sometimes. And then there's me. And then there's that fire-bearded Snaggle.
Snaggletooth.
Yeah. Oh, you'll understand why he calls himself that. Or Hementhanil. Yeah, he sucks.
That's all you have to say about him.
Yeah, and she's just rattling off the name of all the people, and she's keeping track of the time, and she's like, oh well, I think I've given you more than enough of my time. If the queen ever calls you to her palace, and then Fard actually kind of pipes up and he just goes, actually, by the way, she did contact me. She was more than happy to come down at some point to the guild in the next day or two and reintroduce you all to your loving friend. Oh, well, there you go. Now, maybe act surprised, I don't know. Imagine looking at her face when she's like, ta-da, and then she shows you your friend or whatever, and then you just don't care. Oh, that'd be funny.
That'd be kind of funny.
And then she smiles, and then she lifts her hand and then she waves it, and she's like, goodbye. I've had enough of your presents. I gave you what you wanted. I got what I wanted.
Nugget's gonna raise his hand and wave, and he's gonna say, I don't mean to be an ingrate. I don't mean to pester, but might I ask for a smidgen of coin for being today's jester? Just a tip, if I act like a dunce and let myself slip, just this once.
No.
She's gonna stand up.
Oh,
Kill you.
shit. I'm gonna get my fucking head cut off.
And at first it's okay.
Then she casts power word kill.
And she's like pacing around the room. You can see that she's kind of like lost in thought for a moment. Chase, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Well. Fuck.
Yeah. A 9 doesn't pass.
Are you feeble minding?
No.
Don't do it. Don't.
Oh no, I'm not people minding him. That's cruel.
I used power word kill.
Use power word.
I'm just in the range of that. I only have 98 health because I lost 8 this morning.
Oh no.
I'm 2 points away from. Alright.
Alright, Chase.
Bring it on. Yep.
You take 25 points of psychic damage.
Oh, Fuck.
I asked if I could just, if I hurt myself, if I just let myself slip, could I get an extra bit of coin? And no.
And now you take
Whatever.
25 points of psychic damage.
God damn it. Piece
A-
of
As,
shit.
as you ask that, she eventually sits back down and then looks at you, and not amused with the way you asked that or what you were asking, and like the second she sits down and then looks up at you, you can just hear a very loud "fuck you," and then you take 25 points of psychic damage.
Oh. Again.
And please, ma'am, I need the coin.
Nugget like grabs it. He's like, ah!
And then she kind of smiles and puts her feet back up. No, and then she again shoos you all away. I let you all ask me questions and you all had none. My time here is done.
You
You have the
right.
curse now?
You all have about, and she looks up, 3 seconds to leave.
Alright, Nugget gets up and he starts walking out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll leave
I'll
it
go
exactly
too.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Alright.
And you can tell
I'm gonna dispel my disguise and I'm completely nude and I'm gonna walk away. No, just kidding.
stick out. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. Well, I had more planned, but we've already been going for 3 hours. I might have to stop it here, and at least that means next
3
time.
hours only?
Yeah. I can't.
That's how we
Okay.
usually play.
I can't start combat with you guys yet, like, cause I know combat's gonna take a while.
Hmm. I
You
can
walk
get up to-
outside
you can
and
get up
then
to the- you can get up to the
combat
intro
begins.
combat. You can get up to
As
the
we just
intro
start-
combat.
start
well,
beating up.
The
fucking
combat
dwarf.
comes after an event, so
Oh, okay.
But I
okay.
mean, would it be like not good to do that event now and then have like combat be what we start with in the next one?
no, because it's an important event.
I found
Okay.
a bee on a hole.
Ooh,
Oh,
a bussy, a
Oh.
BC.
I
bee.
think he
A
was. I
beast?
think he's actually saying like a bumblebee.
Like a
Oh.
bee, yeah, like a fucking insect.
Oh,
Like
That
a
remi-
bee.
that reminds me of
There's a
the.
bee one.
That reminds me of the character from